just makes me so mad. Like, how is this happening?
What do they do? Like, do like NFTs for your shoes or some shit? Like,
Oh,
because like
I gotta read more into it. I just saw the headline and then just got mad. I didn't even click the article yet.
I imagine there's a pretty strong Venn diagram of like people like legitimately interested in NFTs
NFTs and sneakerheads.
and sneakerheads. Yeah,
Yeah,
like I imagine that like that Venn diagram. It's
yeah.
not a circle, but it's probably
Well,
heavily
you would have
overlapped.
thought it would have been the same way with like trading card game people, and it absolutely was.
Well, I mean, trading card people have just basically been craving NFTs in the digital
Yeah.
space forever.
Yeah. Now you could just buy. Now, I mean, the upside is that you wouldn't have to store your cards anymore. You could just buy NFTs of them, and you could still own them, but
And then
they
you
like
can
live on the
sell
internet.
them. You can sell them and get some of the value of your collection back,
Yeah,
or
and-
you can take them into the next trading card game that you want to play. Take your Magic card collection with you into Hearthstone. It's fine.
Yeah, and nobody's gonna sell you like a damaged pot of greed and try to tell you it's in mint condition. Great, perfect, all the problems solved. People.
I leave you guys alone for 5 minutes and you've already degenerated into talking about NFTs.
This is why we need your guidance as the dungeon master.
We need strong dungeon masters to come in and tell us to stop complaining, stop whinging about NFTs.
Have no fear, your DM is here. Also
Yay.
with Tabby, who is laying on the ground sleeping, thankfully, not on my desk.
Wow.
How you guys
For
doing?
now.
I had to take like a couple minutes and make a couple brief changes because Flix will be out tonight.
Is one of those changes just automatically making Catherine Raven's blood dead?
No, maybe. You know what? I'm not going to answer that.
You did
Maginox
not like
sewers
yeah,
now with
no.
50% more psychic slimes.
Yeah, no, yeah. No, yeah.
I think what is fair is that you give Rain and Akashba all of their spell slots back since Flix is gone, and now Saithius is 33% of the party. That's just fair.
I mean, Sai is over here just bleeding heavily.
No. It's all cauterized. His whole
Yeah.
body's been cauterized. It's fine.
He's definitely not bleeding. He's like rotisserie fried.
Oh my goodness.
You're gonna walk into a grocery store deli and just see him like in the background, just spinning on that machine in the oven. Nice and crispy boy.
But he's like one of the 7-Eleven hot dogs because you know he's been there for like 50 years. He's kind of wrinkly, and you're like not sure what's gonna happen if you eat him.
Akashba's just working overnights. It's like 3 a.m. Some guy walks in like very drunk, and he's like, "Hey," he points at the Saithius hot dog. He's like, "Is that good?" And I'm like, "Eh."
Like, it ain't good, but it's 99 cents.
But it was 99 cents.
And stands out of line of sight of your fireballs, so the very specific meta magic you permanently etched into your fireball does not affect him.
You may lose track of your Saithius hot dog. It may disappear, and you may wonder why.
Oh god,
did you
it
go?
slides in between like the console and the chair and then like just starts emanating a smell. This is exactly what happened when Sai joined the Audacity. He just kind of wedged himself in the closet and then started emanating a really weird smell.
Miss Cetera posted the clip of like him joining the ship the other day, and like I follow the Twitter now on my work account, so I saw it and I watched it, and I like really appreciated how good that clip actually was. Of like him pretending to be a cat and then like him not being a cat for like 30 seconds, and Kashma going, "Well, he's not an assassin," and Rain's like, "Are you dumb? He's 30 seconds ago he was a cat." How do you know he is?
That whole scene was really good. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
like he's just holding Akashba, or he's holding Saithius in his arms, then turns into an elf, and then Akashba's like, "This is not an assassin."
Missing the critical context that Rain was literally the subject of an attempted assassination,
Yeah.
not like
Not
an hour
like,
before that moment.
like
But I
very
find
briefly
that
before that happened.
Without that context, it's actually still a really good scene, just because of like how dumb and trusting Akashba is.
Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna get everything
Yeah.
started here. Hello. No flicks today. So we will
What's the lore story for this? Is Flix like, as a cat fart, is he having trouble maintaining a physical form?
with I would say there's a lot of various openings in this sewer, and Flix is known to dart in and out of various small holes and grates where the rest of the party cannot flit off to. Much like Sai turning into a fish and darting off for a little bit, Flix will do that this session for just a little bit longer. However, if you wish to keep track of him in your link, you may, but otherwise Flix will simply report that he has found little of interest. Maybe.
Got it.
I will just not say that Flix is now in danger and now bleeding and put his life in danger. We'll just put him in a safe little box for this episode. But the box is a toilet.
What if, like, every time someone couldn't make the episode, that we kind of governed them like a Tamagotchi? Like, we just wore them on the wristwatch, and it just every so often they'd complain. They'd be like, I'm bleeding.
Like, I'm hungry. I pooped. Clean my poop.
I have to hex something.
So
I
what
pooped again.
you're describing is just
I hex my friends.
normally.
Well, I mean,
I gotta keep the hex rolling. It's a bonus action.
Scythius has never asked us to, like, clean up his poop, so not like actual
Yeah.
poop.
Well,
I
I mean,
100%
to be fair, we
promise you,
haven't found
though,
the poop yet.
I
Yeah.
promise you, the closet
just
he
carries
sleeps
around with
in,
him.
he also uses as his litter box, though. Like, if we go in there, there's just, like,
Oh,
a pile of random dirt, like a knocked-over potted plant, and just dirt piled over top of, like, a bunch of side poop.
Oh,
There
no.
is that, but that's to grow the mushrooms. And keep in mind, he never takes the armor off.
Well, okay.
Got it.
All
You heard
right.
it here first, folks. Scythius
Big
poops
lore
himself.
reveal tonight. Big lore reveals.
And that's part of the item. I
Shits his
cannot
pants.
take off. It
Yeah,
just
that
siphons the
is-
blood.
It is constantly sucking at his blood and taking away some of his hit dice, so that is an unfortunate downside of his Raven's blood armor. It puts the blood in the Raven's blood, and then it wears the armor again. All
You
right.
guys have to deal with the smell.
Yeah, that is the poor. Now, Sai, also bleeding, is probably still feeding his armor. Uh-oh, I've started talking and now I've aroused the suspicion of the large feline. No, lay down. Oh, there you go. Leg in the air. All right, good
I
job.
also have a large tabby on my lap, although it's like half as large as yours, so it's not really a big deal.
Well, tell him hi. Tell your cat hi for me.
He's looking up at me while he's trying to sleep, but he says hello.
A brief recap of last session as you all pursue your vampire friend Catherine Ravensblood through the catacombs of Maginox. You found the entryway into the catacombs via the west wing of Catherine Ravensblood's manor, with Sai cleverly lifting up a bit of rug and saying, "Hey, here's the entrance to the catacombs." And after descending into them, you discovered a moon sage, which revealed to you various secrets. However, after dispatching the moon sage with Sai's very careful sword work, you left her fate to the Lunestes. You've all descended into the sewers and began your exploration of this, fetid, dank place, with Sai turning into fish and exploring in the water, while Rain and Akashaba dodge various traps and place planks across the streams in order to not be coated with filth and sludge. Flix, being a fairy, gets to fly above all this and potentially scout ahead. With all of your paths relatively covered, some oozes began crawling their way across the cobblestone of the sewers, and accosted you all in battle, very eager for a new form to call their own. Now, as you have traversed these sewers, you have noticed that you have found various weapons with their pommels burnt off. The rest of the weapons relatively intact, but seeing various forms of battle, some with blood on them, some submerged in the water, right in front of you, Akashaba and Rain, and some lying on the path as you make your way around the catacombs. Now, with Flix eager to find Catherine, he will depart for now, heading into some of the smaller grates that Saethius had seen further down to the east. You all can continue going west after your brief encounter with the Elder Oblex. Sai, to the northwest, you see a significant amount of blood in the water that seems to be trailing down from a more central source. It's much more concentrated than the other sources that you've seen so far.
Oh, Akashima Rain. Oh my God, that was a tough fight. I know we're in a hurry. When I was a fish, I had this really interesting sense where, like, all the direction the blood was coming in it was just clear to me, and we should probably go investigate where it is over there.
Investigating more blood, is it really what we want to be doing?
We need to find Catherine, right?
Well, her name is Catherine Ravensblood, but I don't think by following blood we actually just literally find her.
Maybe we start with Sai. Can you grab one of those planks of wood so Akashima and I can cross over here?
Already on it. Sai picks up one of these bits.
All right. Sai, this is not attached to anything. You pick it up with relative ease.
Is it lighter than a mage hand could pick up?
I'm going to say it's slightly heavier, being a plank of wood. It's slightly heavier than 5 pounds.
Yes, knowing that there isn't really anything else to do, carries that plank over to this corner area and just makes a little bridge for them.
All right, Sai, you carefully lay the plank across the water. I can get you a nice, lovely decorative plank here. My plank. Oh man, you know what I'm excited for? Foundry to not lag out and shut down today.
Forge tried to send us a message when Nick didn't play. Did you not get the memo?
Did you not understand? Let's see. I specifically have a folder for planks, which is actually kind of hilarious. It's gonna be huge! It's huge! I'm gonna shrink that.
Thanks, Flix. That makes it easier.
Oh, there we go. Oh, there it is.
Ba-ba-ba.
All right, I will try go first. Actually, you know what, Rain, you are lighter. Maybe you go first in case it break.
Okay. I mean, also your guardian could probably carry us like through this anyway. But yep, I'll go first.
Sai's helping.
Yep.
All right, Rain, with Sai's help, I will not require you to roll, as your acrobatics far exceeds what is required to cross the plank.
All right, Akashima waits and then begins walking.
Nikasha, you too cross the plank with little worry. Your shield guardian, however, may be too heavy for the ancient wood.
Okay.
Do you have him slog through the muck?
So, like, I don't know what your rules are. Like, I've kind of been playing it, like, pretty much like I just banish him and then make him return. If you want to...
Magical means?
Okay. Then I'm going to...
I think that's fine, as long as your amulet doesn't have some sort of summon limit per day. Otherwise, seems well within your right to just make him poof wherever you want.
All right. How do I actually poof him? Is there, like, a button here?
You know what? I could poof. Just ping where you want him.
You gotta click the button in the middle of the Pokeball.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Kasha makes it over. Hey, Guardian, you take break for now. We summon you back when we need you.
He takes a break.
Sai also takes a quick breather there, using second wind to regain 7 health.
All right.
Does he just stand there, suddenly, like, heavy breathing?
Yeah, as you walk past, you hear him heavy breathing. You'd be like, I'll try to be less cunning in the future so you can see me.
Sai, make a perception check for me.
Okay. 26.
Sai, as you bend over to catch your breath and perhaps patch up a couple of wounds, you see on the ground before you a large patch of blood There's a discarded dagger here, and this too has a burned off pommel. However, amongst the bits of leather that are discarded here, you notice that this blood is more fresh, and there are a couple black raven feathers that are stuffed under the boot.
Side just like marvels at it, but doesn't think of anything useful with it.
Is there anything like floating in the water that seemed to survive from the slime intact?
From that large gooey lad?
Yeah, because he was like, he died like right around here somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
You
just
peer
in the water.
peer into the muck. It is somewhat opaque. You can't really spy anything. Make me a perception check. Let's see if you scour the muck. You squint. After a long moment of looking, you don't see anything at the bottom of the sewer.
Okay. So Saithius, you said over here is where the blood, because there's a lot of blood over there as well, it seems.
Yeah, from the water, it was very strong coming from that right fork right up there.
Okay, Rain's gonna stop here and check for traps since some of these torches have been trapped before.
Oh, more of those little fishies. The Kashbo points over here.
Yeah, they're not so bad. They're just kind of surviving on whatever comes down here, and especially when it's bloody.
Well, disgusting. Yeah.
Now, Rain, with that investigation... Oh, 1 second. Rain, with that investigation check...
Akashaba walks right in front
As
of her.
Akashaba walks in front of Rain, you see the back of Akashaba's head. It is clear that he has put his hair into a neat ponytail today. The torch
Just
does
trying to
not
look
flare
good.
up as he walks by it, but it does waver slightly. You did see something that Sai also had noticed, that there is enough blood to redden the water a little bit to your northwest.
Yeah. Oh, please, Akashaba, lead the way if you'd like.
Oh, I'm sorry. What are you? Oh, yeah, you're doing the thing you. Okay, my bad.
I mean, if you're a fan of spontaneous combustion, by all means.
Well, like usually doing it to others, but
So I was
Right.
like, no, no more combustion.
why are you suddenly so afraid of fire?
It
Gosh, I keep
hurts.
watching.
Yeah, act like
We're
you
not
got
all
hit by a
protected by the
fireball or
light.
something.
Yeah, what are you? You should have seen what I did to the giant slime thing, though. It was big fireball.
Oh.
Oh, it's still burned into my eyes. I can still see it every time I blink.
Oh, where are you?
I was right there, but so well hidden that even your high investigation couldn't notice me. I'm getting better.
Akashima kind of
This-
like, as he's listening, he stops in front of this mist and kind of like just... He's going to just do like a little like bear sniff. He's going to do an investigation check with his nose.
Okay.
Does he like smell anything weird with a 7?
Akashaba, it is a putrid methane gas full of the aging poop of 1,000 goblins.
Oh, it smells like pens back in Borealis here.
What does this door look like here? Is this actually a door, or is this like another like grate up or something?
Rain, before you, along the wooden path, lies a significant amount of blood. Enough to come from at least 1 or 2 separate bodies. In a very disturbing fashion, there is a neatly wrapped present here that sits very cleanly at stark contrast to the gruesome scene around it.
That's not sus.
I
Not
thought
at
I
all.
was the only one seeing the present brief. I was like, am I hallucinating?
The entrance is a ladder that extends far above your head, up into a grate that expels a light purple light.
Does that look different than the grates before?
Hey, I honestly was not paying that much attention to grades, but yeah, this whole place, a lot of blood in Akasha kind of gestures, maybe present for Kashiba.
Yes, perhaps it's something that will explode. Or
Isn't that what the rodents go in, and then they eat some of the food in there, and then it poisons them?
I don't think it usually comes quite so gift wrapped, Scythius.
What do you mean gift wraps? Oh, that ribbon thing. Oh. Yeah, that's weird.
My instincts tell me, yeah, probably explode like you said, but like also it's a present, so maybe it's just a fun toy.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna stand right over here. Have at it, Akashaba.
Scythius, maybe you should get back.
Oh no, by all means, I think you should both assist.
Okay.
Kashiba is going to do an investigation check.
I try to help.
Akashaba, you look over the box. The wrapping is very impressive. Whoever wrapped this should probably wrap your presents, as you are reminded at how terrible you are at it at that time of year.
Akashiba, like dealing with these memories of being bad at wrapping things, like furtively begins unwrapping it. Akashiba tries to unwrap the box.
All right. Akashaba, make me a Constitution saving throw.
Got it.
Oh man.
Akashaba, you begin unwrapping the box like a excited kid on Christmas. And when you open it up, Sai, you see a comically large spring out of the box from a depth that is too deep to fill that box. And at the end of it appears to be a glove. This glove is not clad in nice cloth like you might expect, but it is a metal fist on the end with wicked spikes that meets Akashiba's face as he peers into the box. Akashiba, you take 10 bludgeoning damage, and since you failed your Constitution save, you are currently unconscious.
Akasha goes, bah! And then, like, flies backwards into the wall.
Oh, Rain! The president attacked him. Did you see that?
I saw it before it happened, in fact.
Jeez. Akashiba, are you okay?
Akashiba does not respond.
Scythius, as you peer over Akashiba's prone form, what is on his face is to be expected, blood and fur from his bleeding nose, and split lip, but what you also see is a envelope wrapped in a similar red ribbon to the present. It is stuck to his face with the blood from his nose.
Sai tries to rip that off and toss it Rain's way.
Oh no, please, you should open that one, Scythius. That one's probably
It's in
for
the way.
you.
I can't see the wound on Akashiba's head. Akashiba, wake up! Sai tries to understand what might have happened to Akashiba. So, like, is he concussed or something along those lines?
Make me a medicine check, please, Scythius.
8.
Is he dreaming? Is he asleep? Maybe he's taking a nappy.
What?
Maybe he's
Why?
tired. Or maybe, I don't know, he's bleeding from the nose too much. That looks painful.
Yeah, Sai tries to pour, like, just one helping of good berry all over Akashiba's face.
So you begin to pour one out for the homies.
It's just like the moment where the football coach gets like the Gatorade over the head.
It just
It's just like a potion amount. You're good.
Sai, however, with your clever use of the good berry juice, you manage to wash away the blood on Akashiba's face, and some of the juice gets into his mouth. And Akashiba, when you regain hit points, you regain consciousness. Akashiba, I'll give you 1 hit point back because of the delicious good berry juice. And you awaken, slightly stickier than before.
Akashiba gets up and like jumps to his feet and looks around. Who hit me?
Apparently, you're present.
Akashiba walks over,
The
growling.
large metal fist that came out of the box had slowly descended back into the box as Akashiba was unconscious and Sai was tending him to the good berry juice. The box is once again closed and lidded, but no one remembers shutting it.
I might not peer into that one again, Akashiba, but we might keep it. It could be great
Akashiba
for
has-
future hijinks.
As Rain is talking, Akashiba casts Sacred Flame.
Roll damage.
Alright.
All right, Akashiba, you smite it with the wrath of your gods. It alights in flame, the bow quickly going up in flames made of some intricate satin. However, the box sticks around for longer than you would expect against the heat of your light. And in fact, as you
this is
watch, it does
happening-
not wilt.
As this is happening, Akashiba is kind of like just talking to himself. Who would do this? This is such cruelty. I know vampires were terrible, but what if small child had come by? I am adult, but what if small child had come by? Opening up thinking, oh, it is present for me. I am just trying to make sure, and he's like looking at Rain and Saethi, like trying to convince him. I am just trying to make sure place is safe for children, and, you know, this is ridiculous.
Well, I honestly think the children would have been safe from the box. I think more to the point they would have been consumed by the gigantic slime first. But valid point, working down the list of threats.
What if, in case they had, like, maybe snuck by, right? Like, you have to make sure these things are... It's fine, we can keep going.
Well, there was a letter plastered to your face. Would you like to open that?
No, he's just gonna say mean things to me, I suspect.
Probably.
No,
Okay, I'll look at it. Now, hopefully, maybe everybody has learned their lesson about letting the person who actually investigates things investigate things in perfect timing for a natural one.
Oh my god. Right, now let me handle this. Opens the letter. As you, quote unquote, look it over flippantly, perhaps overconfidently, you begin to scan the text and you realize immediately your error as a bit of magic flares up as your eyes first meet the runes on the top of the page. You try and shut your eyes against the brief flash of light, but it catches you slightly unawares. Luckily, it was just a message type of spell, which will repeat the words back to you on the page as you read them. Unfortunately for everyone in hearing radius, the voice is light and childlike, almost playful, in contrast to the cursive script that is written on the page.
Catherine has been very mean. I look forward to playing with all of you. It's not too late to turn back. But climb the ladder. My toys await.
So, like, my question to you, Christina, is, like, how much did you pay for the Saw license?
The Saw license?
It's clearly a Saw movie now, right?
Are we
Like,
a Saw movie?
we pretty much just got, would you like to play a game?
Would you like to play a game? Would you like to climb the ladder?
Yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry. Would you like to climb the ladder and die? Yeah, I've seen this movie. I'm good.
Well,
Crash
Did that
Return?
message play out to everybody so we can all hear it?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I immediately starts climbing the ladder.
No, wait, hold on. This like not trustworthy voice, right? Like how many children like realistically do you trust? He looks inside.
We don't know it was a child. It was just a different voice. I haven't heard that voice before, but I haven't heard any vampires until like 2 weeks ago.
This
They're
sounds pretty childish.
sorry, Saithius, just walk me through your thought process here. You heard that letter, and what went through your head to make you immediately want to climb that ladder without checking for anything?
She said Catherine. So Catherine's up there.
Mm-hmm.
And we're trying to find Catherine so that Flix will come back.
Mm-hmm. And then your brain short-circuited.
No. And then the ladder's right here. So that one hand on the ladder and then the other hand on the latch, and we go save Catherine.
All right, hold on. I have experiment. All right, Saithius, I'm going to say some words, and I want you to tell me what you think. Okay?
Okay. He climbs back down the ladder.
Catherine and Ravensblood. Do not climb ladder.
Are
Okay,
these
so
all
what do
one
you
thing
think?
that I'm supposed to react to, or like is that two separate things and I give you two answers?
Yeah, maybe like just one answer to both things.
Okay, so one answer to both. Catherine was. I already forgot what you said. Can we climb the
All
ladder?
right, he's fine. No, don't climb ladder. All right? But I said Catherine Ravensblood first, which I think was like trigger last time.
Trigger to.
I think
who?
we're just climbing the ladder, Akashaba. Maybe, we'll see what happens to Saithius. Maybe there's like a buzzsaw or something up there. Cut him in half.
Yeah, that kind of creepy voice does make you think like maybe like hidden buzzsaw somewhere.
Mhm. Or like an anvil.
You all can make me a perception check, please. All three of you.
Got a 2.
Wow, everybody is rolling real high today. Yeah, 7. Yeah, keep it going, everybody. Whoa, I need to roll a perception check because I just got attacked by a very large cat. Hey, buddy. Oh my god, I love you. And get down. Yeah.
Like, we're all actually really good at perception.
You're
too.
just very busy arguing with Sai, who is like halfway up the ladder.
Saithius brings everybody down.
Yeah, I was just gonna say like with
I had to
size
bring you all
power
up.
by virtue of being 33% of the group now, like his aura has increased in power. Oh no.
Don't like that.
As you all argue with Sai, halfway up the ladder, what you all don't notice is the sacred flames that were on the box in the middle of the carnage eventually going out, leaving the box entirely unscathed. And the box slowly slid open, and the lid falling to the side as you all continued to bicker. And a small hand appearing on the edge, and another pulling itself out. Without Flix around and his lucky crossbow of warning, there is no warning, as something that does not have to breathe or blink crawls out of the box and slowly hides in your shadows, striking at an opportune time.
We're absolutely being punished for the doll discussion this weekend, aren't we, Christina?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna
Yep.
need everybody here to roll for initiative, please.
Oh, hey, Rain rolled pretty good on initiative. Doesn't happen very
But
often.
it won't matter because the thing has plus 20.
Well, there's that.
1 second.
Honestly, I thought the other music was appropriate banger for this.
The slow carnival music, is that enough of a banger for?
I think if for what's
Yes.
clearly like Shaco, that's like appeared out of this box.
All right,
It felt
fair.
like very Shaco music.
You know what? Well, I'll put it back.
It's more sinister than what this banger is, at least.
Okay.
Yeah, this banger is like if we're fighting like a very fast lizard man who's like super dexterous.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. I hate my life.
It also has like the lovely like vibe of like us being doofuses and arguing as well. Like it just all feels thematically appropriate right now.
Yeah, there's some real you played yourself energy to this.
Very well. I will allow the player chooses the music for the banger. I will roll for initiative.
It didn't have a fucking note, but we beat it. Holy shit!
Wow.
That happens.
Well, I didn't beat it, but I got close, which is good for me.
That's still impressive.
Yeah.
The one thing that it will get before my cat moves my microphone on the back of my computer, you're just gonna need to stay there. Pardon. Is the Carrionet will get a single surprise round, and chooses Akashaba as the
Body
closest target. Now, one moment, please.
It already has a taste of Akasha's soul, so that makes sense.
I need a second as my cat is totally encompassing everything that's happening in front of me. All right.
Is the cat the real puppet master?
Oh God.
It is a wooden hand dangling with severed strings holds a thin silver needle. However, the length of this needle is shocking, and it glints as it stabs dangerously close to Akashaba's eyes. Oh,
Yep.
Akashaba does a 28 hit.
That'll do.
I low rolled. Akashaba, take 2 necrotic damage. I'm going to need you to make a DC 12 charisma saving throw as the silver needle
Doesn't
pierces
sound
your
like me.
flesh. An evil magic attempts to take
Ooh.
hold. You succeed. The light momentarily banishing away the curse that threatens to emanate and dissolve into your flesh. The light makes it dissipate with a purple mist that hisses and mixes with the green mist around you. Lucky for you, Akashaba. One moment, please. It will finish its surprise round. 1 second. And poke Saethius with the same needle.
Oh, now we're sharing needles.
Side is a 27 hit.
Yes, it does.
Side, take 7 necrotic damage.
We're gonna go ahead and try to parry that. So that is... Ah, it's not rolling. Oh, are you kidding me?
Oh, one
All right,
short.
1 off, so I take 1 necrotic and then DC. This is bad. Hey, I survived.
All right.
You succeed on the charisma save. Lucky for you, the needle, however, doesn't quite pierce a major vein, and you manage to swat it away before the curse is injected into your flesh. It too dissipates with a puff of purple smoke.
And with damage resistances, does a 1 go down to 0?
It's minimum of 1, I believe.
Tree almost helped.
The
Well,
surprise
so
round is
technically,
over.
technically, it would reduce the 7 to a 4, and then your parry would trigger. That would actually be the order of operations, but
I'll take the 1 damage.
yeah.
At the top of the round, or excuse me, the surprise round is over. Top of the round, round 1. Saethius, you're up. The carionet,
Rain.
in its wooden fingers, spins its silver needle.
Rain, the box that punched Akashiba is now stabbing us. I'm gonna do.
I can see that.
Right.
I am also right here.
With a 20, can I tell if this thing is immune to frightened?
It is immune to being frightened with a 20. It does not seem to have any sort of perceptible, soul.
I mean, could still be afraid, right? So I was gonna try to stab in.
I think it's more used to doing the fearing than being feared, Saithius.
Well, let's end that. Does 27 hit?
27 hits.
Okay. And I'm gonna add sneak attack. So it's 22 damage. Do you need types?
I actually do. Let me take a look.
Okay, we got 5 radiant,
Ah.
5 thunder,
Mm-hmm.
and 5 piercing, plus another whatever the last bit is.
Okay.
It would be piercing.
That all, goes through.
And then quickly stab a second time. I think I'm hitting it, Rain. Or does a 21 hit?
21 hits. The wooden body of the carionet wobbles.
Again, Saithius, I am present. I see what is going on.
Okay. He hits with the 26, and then he's confused for the rest of the round, so he doesn't use his bonus action, and that is the end of his turn.
All right. Rain, you're up.
We'll lead with an insight check. Yep, nope.
It's
a creepy puppet.
It's creepy. Oh, I didn't even.
Oh,
I
it
didn't
also
even
doesn't
show
have a
the
skull,
art.
Rain.
There you go. Eh. No wheel.
Ah!
It's just crawling out of the box.
God, it's a ginger too. No.
Horrifying.
Oh, no soul.
We will. Let's attack. We'll attack. Flanking. Is an 18 hit.
An 18 hits.
For 14 piercing and psychic damage.
All right, Rain. I do have to digest your. Side died.
I hit the wrong button.
What? What did you hit? The suicide button? What is that?
God. No.
I was looking at dice rolls, and it did damage to myself.
Good lord.
As I'm sitting here trying to do Rain's damage roll.
It's half psychic, half piercing is what it comes out to. So it's 7 and 7.
All right. You notice that this carionet has no mind, and your psychic damage seems to be less effective. Half
Okay.
of 7 is, let's see, so you had 7 psychic damage out of the 14.
Yes.
All right.
And then we're going to. We'll Ray of
The head of
Frost.
the doll begins to loll to the side, and one of the arms looks like it's going to fall off as it jerks with a twitchy motion.
It's a 20 hit
20 hits.
for 14 cold damage.
All right. You blast it with the Ray of Frost, and its speed is reduced by 10 until the start of your next turn.
Yes. And that is going to be Rain's turn.
Right, Rain. Excuse me. Next up, the doll, swapping its needle to its remaining good arm, stabs once again at close targets. Akashiba. She attacks you with the silver needle.
What a dick. Yep.
26. All right. Akashiba, you take 3 damage, combination of piercing and necrotic. Make me a DC 12 charisma save.
Okay.
You make it. You continue to battle off the effects of the curse as it tries to pierce the sanctity of your soul.
Akashiba does yelp, though, clearly unsettled by this evil toy.
It lifts again, going for the eye. 16, Akashiba.
Nope, that's gonna miss.
It swings and misses, jerking back up and turning back as Akashiba takes his turn. You're up.
Alright, Akashiba is going to summon the boy.
The boy.
The boy.
The boy! So he summons the boy right here, and then he is going to swing with his Sunforger Mace of Disruption.
Ooh.
So he's going to swing.
That's
Alright.
gonna hit, sir.
Why do I have? Oh, okay. I was swinging with the wrong guy. Hold on. Nope. Okay, weird.
You're
So
swinging
roll
with your
damage.
mace?
No, it looks like I don't know. I thought maybe I was just confused. So it's gonna hit for 10 damage.
Okay.
Plus, where is Blessed Strikes? Great. Take 16, so 6 radiant, 10 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Akashiba is going to run backwards. That toy is evil! And the Shield Guardian,
It will take an attack of opportunity on you.
it will not because I have mobile.
Rude!
Slap.
Rude!
He did it. He got it.
Yeah, nice try, Satan.
It tries the swing going wide. You're faster than you look, boy.
Akashiba gives him the dream shake. He just shimmies out of there. Behind him, as he swings, the Shield Guardian just swings on him.
Oh! Ooh, okay.
26 hit.
That's gonna hit.
Yes, it's gonna do 12 damage.
Ooh, okay.
Second hit. Gonna miss, I'm
And-
guessing?
That's going to miss. As the carionet is also losing cohesion, the crunching sounds from your trident, the Shield Guardian's trident hitting the doll's body, sounds like a combination of it hitting wood and bone.
Alright,
technically-
Akashiba is going
Sorry.
to roll an insight check if Forge lets me.
A 10 is not high enough to discern any information, my friend.
Alright, Akashiba used the last of his movement to just get as far away as possible. And that is going to end his turn.
Sai, you're up. Top of the round. Round 2.
So I keep stabbing. He doesn't
Okay.
like this dude at all. Wow. 27?
That's gonna hit. I see
Okay,
that
we'll
one.
sneak back.
I see that one.
Yeah, it was in there. For 27 damage.
Sai, this strike will kill the carionet. What do you do as it takes a swipe with its needle at Akashiba?
I was stabbing for its nether region, but I went straight through the dress and hit the spokes of its little unicycle thing, flipping it to the ground and causing concussive damage to kill it.
Sai, as you flip it to the ground, expecting it to land with a thud, it lands and explodes into confetti and something wet. There is a splorching sound as feathers go flying into the air, black raven feathers that begin to rain down upon you helplessly. Inside the carionet was various amounts of unrecognizable gore. And for some reason, it's sparkling with glitter. The
Yeah, I
raven
don't like
feathers
that one bit.
stick to you as you are all covered in remains.
Akashaba, was this gift for you? That all
If it
happened
was,
in,
they did not know me very well. If this gift is supposed to be for me, they did not buy well.
I think this gift is for us. And it sounds like there are more. So, do we really still want to go up that ladder right now? Do we need to rest and recuperate, or charge ahead?
I really would. It seems like once we go up this ladder, it's going to be more of this kid being little dick to us. So I would actually prefer to take some time to maybe get some spells in order.
Okay. Do we want to rest here? I mean, I guess there's not really any better options.
Hey, the whole place is just kind of blood and slime and poop smells.
Well, maybe, Sai, you and I can take turns keeping watch while Akashaba rests, since we only need half the time he does. That way, if anything sneaks up on us, whatever made this clearly knows magic, so we should be a little bit careful and just trusting the dome as normal.
I miss Flix's little crossbow that would tell us when there are going to be problems.
Rain will go ahead and cast the Das Dome.
The dome.
Dome it!
The remains of the carionet remain kind of half slouched out of the box. Its upper parts that were exploded in the cloud of raven feather confetti, just oozing out onto the ground. I need all three of you to make me a perception check, please. Akashaba.
Boy.
Rain is entirely focused on making her tiny hut to keep you all safe. And as you're glancing around at your terrible environment, you see in the entrails of the carionet the slight glint of gold. It is elongated, and it's certainly not a coin, but perhaps a key.
Hey, he looks around. Oh, Saetius, look, and he points into like the pile of gore. There's like maybe key there.
What? Oh, okay. Sai goes and picks up the key that Akasha was pointing out.
It's like covered in blood.
Sai, you fish out the key. Squelching noises occur as you pull it from the remains. You give it a wipe down. It's a bronze key, in fact, and inlaid in the key seems to be another comically tinier key that barely fits in between your thumb and your index finger. It's probably about, say, an inch long or so. Not meant for any sort of practical mailbox.
Oh, this is gross. Why don't they make keys out of wood? He just tosses it to Akashaba.
Well, Kashba catches it. What? I don't hear Rain. You want keys?
I'm trying to cast the dome.
Oh, okay. Well, I just hold on to it then. He kind of just holds on to it.
In a moment, Akashaba.
Hey, yeah, okay, all right. You work on your magic. I get it. Kashba kind of takes a step back and like just turns away and kind of just like mouths like silently looking at my magic.
Akashaba, you have the key, the bronze key. Rain, you finish your casting of the tiny hut without being disturbed. Your environment is not ideal, but at least the hut is warm and dry.
Okay, what do you have, Akashaba?
He walks over and like hands you the key. It was found inside that dead thing we killed.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah,
Rain is
I don't
going
know
to
if it's a key, though.
prestidigitate like the blood at least out of the dome.
All right. Your environment is significantly cleaner now.
And Rain will take a look at this key.
All right, Rain, make me an investigation check. Don't roll a 1. Oh, wow.
That's more like it.
Rain, you turn the key over in your hand. It is a very heavy bronze key, and there are a lot of intricate arcane runes that are carved into it. The initial key is almost comically large as you turn it over in your hand. It's possibly made for a large lock or grate. But the key that is inside of it, like I mentioned, is about an inch long, also bronze, but it is very, very small. The lock that it would go in would probably be no bigger than a pinky finger. If probably half that.
Do the arcane runes mean anything or give off any vibes as to why they're inscribed here?
Make me an Arcana check. Rain, as you read these runes on the key, they are of a familiar magic to you. One of binding and of constructs, and reminds you of the rituals that you cast to create iron maidens and binding spirits to things of metal.
Huh. Well, it's possible that this was the arcane implement that animated that thing over there. This, on the other hand, the big one looks like it might go to a grate, perhaps? Not really
No,
sure.
then maybe we don't have to go up ladder then. Maybe like there's another way.
Or there, I mean, there's a grate up there, so...
Well, maybe it's just okay. Akashpa looks a little dejected.
Alright, well, shall we take a rest then?
Sai's already
Yeah.
meditating.
Akashpa
Okay.
takes out his small stuffed animal that is like meant to look like one of the Ascendant of the Light, and he kind of like puts it under his head.
You never
Try-
use your giant novelty frost worm that Ajax gave you.
Oh yeah, but listen, I try to be protected by light when I sleep, and look, and he kind of gestures. It is clearly made of light.
Somewhere Ajax is very disappointed, and he doesn't know why.
All
Rain will
right.
stay up then and take like a first watch. She has a couple spells left, so...
All right. Are you all going to take a short rest or a long rest?
I think we're doing a long rest, but
Yeah, I got
Stai
it.
and Rain will do it in shifts.
Doesn't matter much.
We're hoping the marionette's batteries will run out by the time we go upstairs.
Okay,
No,
Rain.
it's got the Duracell, the Energizer bunny batteries.
You don't know how many creepy crawlies might be still lurking around these sewers, so as you take the first hour of watch before you all can even take a short rest, let's see if anything crosses your path. Roll a d20 for me.
That's perfect,
Oh, yeah.
right? Like that means
Oh, yeah.
that means some random merchant comes up and he's got like legendary weapons to sell us, right?
Or that Catherine just climbs down the ladder right after
I
that.
was fine
She
with
took care of it by herself. She's like, oh, all these
No,
fucking
no,
puppets.
she totally does the Harley Quinn thing from Suicide Squad. Like, we're getting ready to rescue her, and she just walks out of the building.
Rain, not only does your perfectly crafted sphere give you a very good hiding spot, but you manage to see, and I'm going to move the camera down just a little bit, some other oblexes that were not disposed of in your first travels. And they do not approach your destination, as they do not notice you within the tiny hut. And one of them appears to be quivering, perhaps communicating with another as it crawls out of the water to meet its friend. You watch from the safety of your tiny hut as these oblexes ooze together. Is this a mating ritual? And become slightly larger. And in the transformation, some weapons and items that were lodged in the oblex clatter to the ground. And it disappears into the sludge.
It'll creep to the edge of the dome, wait for it to go back, or get out of sight. We'll just use Mage Hand to float the whatever it left behind in to take a look.
All right, Rain. Gonna give you let's give you a random item. I haven't done this in a while, so I'm actually kind of excited. I was not expecting you to crit on that check, so let's give you something fun.
Deck of many things. Let's go.
Oh, all right.
Let's just take it off the rails. We're already halfway there.
I'm frightened. All right, Rain, roll me a d6, please. A 1. All right. Oh, that's pretty good. Rain, what clatters to the ground appeared to be two potions, tightly sealed. One looks like it has a cloud bottled within. The other, a thick, red, syrupy liquid. Do you dare drink the forbidden potions?
No. Ray will identify the potions. First of all, I mean, she's seen a lot of potions. Are they anything that she's seen before?
Actually, you know what? I'll let you make an Arcana check to identify the potions. I know which ones you've seen before. Yeah, I'll give you one. One of them, as you look it over. Yes, the viscosity. Yeah, it's got a nice patina. It's a potion of supreme healing.
Got a little Cthulhiana here.
Bring up the slippery one.
Ooh, and potion
Shield guarding down places.
That's hella good. Definitely pocket that.
All right, Rain, I have put the potion of supreme healing in your inventory. The other one that looks like a cloud, you're not quite sure, but with that Arcana check, probably has something to do with either turning into a gas or being able to float or fly or descend at a slower pace.
I mean, Rain will take the 10 minutes to identify it since she's staying up for this first 4-hour stint anyway.
All right. Fair, fair. Rain, it is indeed a potion of flying.
Oh. Fancy.
Wow.
Pocket that too. That's what you get when you take watch, Saethius. That's not true. Don't try to replicate what Rain did. I'm glad you're meditating.
You may all now take a short rest.
Wow.
Wow.
Forge, can I take a short rest? Forge?
No, actually, you know what? Take your long rest. Take the long rest. Go, just do it.
Take the rest!
Just take the rest.
Okay.
You've got the bubble.
Dispossessing of the rest. All right, hold on. Rob takes a long rest. Wow.
Although I'm losing feeling in my legs. Tabby, you gotta get down, bud. Help. All right, large tab.
Mother, why would you do this to us, Mother?
The betrayal, the look of betrayal that he gives me. Why would you do this? All right. Did everyone take their long rest?
Yeah.
Yep.
As the time passes in your tiny hut, no more strange oblex mating rituals occur, and they do not spit out random items. Akashaba, you are able to sleep fitfully. And Saithius, you too recover from your burns inflicted by your party member. And nothing else crawls out of the creepy box that sits behind you. In fact, after the carionet had perished, it had unfolded as if someone cut it open at each of the edges. And it no longer looks like it's descending into some impossibly deep pocket in space.
Oh, good morning, Kashba. Looks like you're doing well. I tried to make some better biscuits this time. Would you like one?
Hey, kind of like looks at Rain.
I mean, yes, I think that would be lovely. Kakashiba, thank you.
Oh, here you go.
All right, I take biscuit.
You can smell that it's got some cinnamon and some flour and then some chunks of chicken.
No
It
cardamom?
gives you 4 temporary HP.
All right. I'm having to reload the game because my game was messing up, but I will add plus 4 HP, was it? 4 temp?
Yep.
Hooray. Akashva takes it and he puts it in his mouth and chews and like looks nervous, but like overall, like seems like he likes it, and his eyebrows are kind of like raised, like, yeah, he's not bad. He's actually not bad.
All right. So, are we ready then? Any preparation we need to do?
No, I guess part of me is mostly actually just glad that we did wait and take the rest, just because now stupid little doll thing who was talking to us had to wait longer. That kind of makes me happy.
Oh. Perfect.
Okay. Probably thought like, oh, they're gonna come up. I'm gonna surprise them with like weird tricks and everything. But no, we make it wait. It's on our schedule.
Uh-huh.
Make evil wait.
It's the real defense against evil.
Yeah, evil's like, oh, they're gonna come up the ladder, and we're like, actually, like, no, we're just gonna take a nap.
So, who's going to go up first? Seems like you're already raring to go, Saithius.
Yep. Yeah, but I've been really thinking about this ladder for the last 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
Ready.
Well, normally Flicks would try to be stealthy and like zipping around. Is that? Are you can sometimes do that? Yes, Aethia. Sometimes you can move quietly.
Oh, you're right. You hear him start creeping along. But with disadvantage, natural one.
Nice. You creep loudly up the ladder. Boom, 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 boom. Your wooden
He's just
steps
like-
echoing.
He's just like kicking the ladder the whole way up. It's Akash was just staring.
All of the rust on the
usually do
ladder
it-
just rattling.
With like the moss on the bottom of the armor, I can usually be quiet, but like these hands are made for grabbing things, not smoothly sliding.
You're doing great,
swiftly along.
Saithius. Let's go.
So
the
for
ladder.
some reason, all I have is a black screen.
no.
Like I have the UI for Forge, but all I have is a black screen. I will try reloading again.
Okay.
Oh wait, you cannot switch. Oh, never mind. It took a while, but here I am.
Oh, yay! Hooray! Sai, you begin climbing up, and the ceiling narrows out a little bit as this becomes more of a servicey tunnel, and you climb up 10, 20, 30 feet, 40 feet. And as you get closer to the top and the grate begins to emanate that odd purple light, it is locked. And you see, attached to the grate is a padlock that is so thick and comically large that it looks like it was made to keep an ogre inside of a massive cage, or perhaps keep the manacles of a giant clasped shut. The lock kind of dangles as you look up at it, swinging slightly in no breeze at all.
Oh, Rain, do you have that key from yesterday?
Kind of hoping you would just try to like suddenly pick the lock and I would just float it up there and unlock the padlock while you were doing that, and it was going to be a great funny moment. But okay, never mind.
Oh, okay.
Nope,
He
too
tries
late.
to pick the lock.
It's like the key's already floating up. Inserts
Rain,
in
I
the lock.
can't pick it if you put the key in first.
No, it's a force bit now. It's not funny, Saithius. Nobody's going to want to clip this for later.
Scythius, as you turn and grab the lock, your hand sticks to it. And you try and pull your hand away, and the hole that the key would go in seems to gape open, extending long, pointed teeth as it hungrily searches for a key, finding a hand instead. One moment, please. The mimic
So
lock.
Mage hand, right?
One moment, please.
It's bad because really Rain should not be trying to coax Scythius into doing dumb stuff because he does plenty of dumb stuff already. But I appreciate that this happened.
Sai, I would like you to mark yourself as 30 feet up, please. And I will mark our little friend here also as 30 feet up, just for clarity's sake. One moment, please. So you're not expecting the lock to yield as it did as you grab the base of it. But the teeth that clamp around your hand are very real, and you find yourself unable to pry your hand away as the mimic lock locks around your wrist. Sai, roll for initiative, please.
Trying. Oh, there we go. 14.
A little laggy. Okay. Sai, it gets one surprise round on you as you grabbed it and you did not notice it was a mimic. And when it remains motionless, it is indistinguishable from an ordinary object. Sai, for all intents and purposes, you are currently grappled by the mimic as your hand is stuck to it. Now, one moment, please. And it begins to crunch. Sai, does a 16 hit?
Nope, the armor holds out.
All right. The teeth begin to grind down. Clamping harder, does a 23 hit?
Only if his shield arm is inaccessible.
You are climbing a ladder, you're not floating, and you are grappled, so I will say yes.
Okay, and then a 22 would be the regular armor without shield.
All right. This one, with the sound of wood crunching, the teeth bore through. Sai, you take a combination of piercing and acid damage from the mimic.
Okay. Done.
Let me move. Is that the combination of Rain Nakashaba? I'm going to separate you two. Sai, it is the top of the round. Round 1, you're up. You can let your friends know that you are getting chomped by Mimic.
Nope, Rain was upset about that before, so Sai's just gonna silently, grin the pain back and stab upwards. This is a 17 hit.
17 hits.
Okay. For 15 damage. Do you need types?
I do not.
Okay.
You begin hacking away at it. Instead of clang, 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 it goes thwop, thwop, thwop. Rain and Akashaba, at this point, both of you make me perception checks as Saithius' first strike hits home.
Right.
Okay, I will allow you both to realize that Saithius has entered combat. You can both roll initiative. Oof. Well, okay, you can roll initiative, but you don't have to care. There are various amounts of caring in the party. There is concern, and then there is no concern.
Technically, Rain's gonna go before Akashaba, though, because it's already Sai's turn.
Oh, that is true.
So Rain cares slightly more. Well, let's not be hasty.
Sai, you can continue your round. That misses.
Oof. That's not good. Cool. And then we're going to try to insight this thing.
Ooh. Ooh. Also incredibly uncool.
Rain, Flix never told me about this type of lock. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. That's gonna be Sai's turn. Unless I can hide from the thing.
It is adhered to you, so you currently cannot hide from it.
Got it.
I mean, did you even stop to check and see if it was trapped, though, Sai?
I thought you did that last night.
When was I? You know what? Never mind.
The mimic begins to continue chomping down, searching for Saithius' gooey center. It has advantage on its attacks. 21?
Miss.
Crunch, crunch, crunch! Ooh.
Totally not real.
Got him.
Gives a shake. This one might hurt. Sai, you take 27 points of damage. A combination of piercing and acid. As it gets a good grip,
that
making its way down your arm.
Damn.
Ow.
It is still adhered to you, by the way. It is also making its way up your elbow. Rain, you're up.
Does it still have, like, the vague keyhole?
Yeah, except for the fact that Sai's arm is stuffed into it.
Rain is just going... Because Rain was already floating the key up with Mage Hand. Rain's just going to shove the key in its mouth.
Okay, all right. I will allow you to do that. Make me a ranged spell attack. Let's see if you get it in the hole.
Let's see.
It is AC.
It's just a plus 11, so I'll just roll a d20 and add 11.
Okay. Okay. Oh, Jesus, no!
Wow.
You love to see it.
Rain,
I
you
don't
try and
want to see it.
spoon feed the magic key to the mimic. However, its mouth
Saithius,
is
could you
currently
hold
occupied.
still?
As it is chomping its way up Saithius' arm. You can't get the key in its moving mouth, and the teeth are blocking the key from getting in. You bash the key up against its teeth, and it's just not taken. Perhaps if Saithius was less tasty, your plan would work.
Saithius, could you please hold still and stop, wriggling out of its mouth? Just hold still.
No, it's
technically Rain-
breaking my arm.
Technically, Rain has another attack. Can she try again?
Yeah, go ahead. Same range spell attack. I think it's 1d20 plus 11.
That's better.
That's much better. You pull the key back and wait for an opportunity and launch it into its mouth. Ow! And there is a moment where it looks like the mimic stops its chewing. But you don't know what's going to happen next. Akashaba, you're up.
Akashaba looks at Rain. What exactly should I be doing here?
Well, I would recommend not fireballing Saithius.
I didn't do it intentionally last time.
No, I'm not saying that you did, but he's up there. He is definitely up there. I can confirm that.
All right. So he's up 30 feet. What spells do I have that go that far?
I don't know if you have any way to maybe try and pull him down, like out of the thing's mouth.
Little mouth sticking out of the roof, like hello.
Hello!
I like that orientation. That looks really good with like the black abyss above it.
Like hello.
Is it me you're looking for?
Is it me you're looking for?
Scratch.
Akashaba is going to cast Sacred Flame on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. DC 17, Dexterity save.
Okay. Makes it by 1.
You see that Akasha's like looking up and he's like trying to be really deliberate in how he's aiming it, and it looks like he just overshoots it a little bit.
The mimic seems to be processing what is going on in its mouth.
What are these flavors?
I've arrived at Flavor Town.
Is a swirl?
Akasha
that
roll
oak?
for insight.
What would you like to know?
Does it have any weaknesses that I can discern?
Let's see. It does not.
Okay. Akashaba looks at Rain and kind of shrugs, and that's going to end his turn.
Okay. Saithius, you're up.
All right. Seeing that the key went in and the chomping feels a little less, Sai is going to hold his action. If this thing does any bit more chomping, Sai is going to do his attack at the mimic. But otherwise, we're just going to insight and figure nothing out.
Your insightful says there's a mimic attached to your arm.
Yep.
The mimic he stops to think. And spits Saithius' arm back out. Just a moment, please. The mimic chews on the key, and you hear a clicking noise as it dislodges the top of itself from. Don't go anywhere, Doug. I'm not done with you. As the hook part that goes in the grate, keeping it shut, swings open, and the mimic slowly begins to return to a lock form. Saithius, you are momentarily released. And you begin to slowly slide down the ladder on a slippery slope of mimic drool.
I think Sai would have grabbed onto the ceiling using the web walking of his cloak and kind of stayed along the ceiling and moved back away from the opening.
All right. You may move where you like. The mimic has returned to being a normal lock. Content with its key. And as you remain on the roof, Sai, the last thing you see is the lock making like a motion with the keyhole, with its lock lips spitting out the tiny key into your extended palm. You have tiny, tiny, tiny key.
Immediately drop it to Rain, right below the ladder.
Rain catches it.
I can't help but feel like maybe we are making our own problems lately.
Are you gonna open the gate then, Sai?
Give me a second. I need to recover a bit. I eat another one of the treats to get 4 temp HP.
Okay.
This was supposed to be Flix's, but it tastes so good.
Did you give Rain one?
Yeah. As soon as we finish the long rest.
Okay.
All right, and then with that done, assuming the party is ready to go, Sai is going to try to climb into the grate.
Okay. One moment, please.
Just imagine like little mimic lock, just like with his big old key, like a little pacifier.
The mimic
He just hummed you.
He allows you to pass, and the large key is gone. You probably don't want to fish for that in the mimic skillet. And as Sai pushes the grate aside, it leads to a smaller service tunnel that extends just out of line of sight. But you see at the end of your vision, Sai, a stone stairwell ascending up.
Rain is this way, but do you want to do the trap checking? I don't want to get bit again.
Sure. I think this is the first time you've ever actually asked me to do the trap checking instead of just plowing ahead with your face.
Yeah, I was thinking that last trance, like the ladder, and it was like symbolic of me going after things, but maybe I should take it one step at a time, one rung at a time, and let you go first.
Don't hurt yourself too hard thinking about it. You're learning. That's what this is. It's a good thing. Okay, Rain will take the lead, and we'll check for traps.
All right. Rain, as you go up the ladder and say goodbye to your pacified mimic lock, you peer down the hallway and see no traps. You feel it's safe to continue. At the end, with the stairwell that ascends up, there is something that is lying on the stairs. Just on the third stair up. It looks like a piece of paper.
Are we supposed to be seeing anything right now?
No, this
Okay.
is just... We will transition to the next scene if you continue up the ladder.
Okay. Rain is actually going to pause for a minute and go ahead and ritually cast Detect Magic while we're not under duress, since there's been a couple magical things left behind.
Rain, the letter on the stairs does have a magical signature. It is the same magical signature as the letter that you read previously. Once you open it up, it will recite whatever it is whatever's on the page in spoken word.
Does it have a name, like an actual signature attached to it?
It does not.
Okay. Rain will read it.
Okay. One moment. Out loud, the letter begins to recite in the same, somewhat playful, childish voice.
Did you like my present? I'm so glad you decided to come and play with House Vicaedus. I would like to formally welcome you. I do hope you're not tired yet. They say you're a cut above the rest.
Sorry, was this out loud for everyone to hear?
That is all it says.
Wow,
Gosh, we
these
just
Vicaedans are really the nicest vampires we've met so far.
Saithius,
don't-
remember when I explained the strain you're feeling right now, and it was learning? Go back to doing that, please.
The Rain, as you are reading the words that are on the page, the cursive is not as neat as it was before, and seems to be written in a slightly hasty or shakier hand.
Well, I guess we keep going then, unless you guys have any other plans. We're obviously walking into a trap, so prepare for a trap.
I guess it's just what we do here, yeah.
I mean, I can spend some resources if we've.
No, it seems like this is just going to happen. I don't. I hope Flix found the castle in Raven's Blood, but we have our own road to take, I guess.
All right. Rain will keep going forward since she didn't see any traps.
All right. From here, I'm going to move you all to the next scene. Why don't we all take a 5-minute break while I get everything ready? Go get a drink, get snacks, and I'll see you at 7:45. Sound good?
Sounds
Okay.
good.
All right.
You're
See you in a
me.
bit.
Welcome back.
I'm seeing all these like photos and videos out of China of like their like river just like evaporating, and I'm just like, how is this not like a bigger deal? Seems like it
Will be.
would be. Oh no, but
Yeah.
you would just think like in terms of like mainstream coverage, like you would just think this would be like a big deal.
You probably want to have solutions before you panic everybody.
I guess, but like I know you guys don't really tend to watch like much mainstream news, but like NBC is just like, you know, pretty aggressively covering like all the flooding in Texas, and that like doesn't seem like nearly as big of a deal as like the third largest river in the world just drying up.
Ah,
Yep. And Europe's dealing with the same shit.
Yeah, I saw that stuff with
Very.
the river near Cologne. Where's that place we
Is
went?
the Danube River?
Yeah, that, and I think one of the major
Wow.
British rivers is also pretty low or non-existent.
I don't know. You know what, Trevor? I'm increasingly starting to think maybe like your whole like, let's all build survival compounds and store water. Maybe you're onto something.
Yeah, we probably should have started 10 years ago, though.
Yeah. Well, okay. I guess we can just play D&D until the world ends. That's
yeah,
fine.
That's my plan.
Seems good. Thumbs up.
Enough. Hey, Christina, I put up
Yeah.
an aura that I think only you should see to reflect the detect magic radius.
I do see it. Yes,
Cool.
it's blue.
It's blue. Yeah, just so
Apple die.
figure that'll help if anything pops or triggers it.
Sai has also renamed his sword.
What's its name?
He's christening it as Moonbolt.
Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot.
Nice.
When was the last time your blade actually saw moonlight, Sai? Aside from you casting it.
Damn
I'm
it!
s-
I was gonna
I'm
say
saying
like
you don't
8
get
hours
out
ago.
much. You don't get out much.
Oof.
Yeah, don't think I didn't notice. This is Castle Vicaedus' first floor, Christina.
What? What? No
Whoa,
one. No one's
whoa.
supposed to know that. Should I
Why
start
you gotta tell me
labeling
that,
my
man?
floors?
Why are you gonna tell me that?
First,
Kind of
second.
was just like
I got you
everything in
triggered.
this world has signs
Yeah.
at their doors of like this is the Vicaedian
That's
Castle.
fine.
Hey, at least
This is
it's
just-
not just Castle Vicaedus, because then you'd know it's just this like one huge map. But now
I
it's
do
like,
appreciate
you know,
that's nice.
No, it's fine. This is like Castlevania, House Mahaki, House Makaki, whatever it was.
no, don't call
House
it Makaki.
House,
I hate you.
House Makaki. It was
House-
Castlevania Season 1, and this is just Castlevania Season 2. We're just Castle Crashers now.
God, I hate you guys.
We just hit the checkpoint. That's what it is. So like it shows up on the save file.
Yeah, like
That'd be
now
so
saved.
great if like if this was like a legit checkpoint, and like if we all wiped, we just respawned here.
All right.
That can happen. Give me another spell level. We can all just, you know, you can have clone. We can be in a clone Akasha, it'll be great.
I would not. If instead the better thing you could do for Akashima is clone Shar, and I'm not going to explain why.
That's not how clone works, and also weird.
Rain, as you all begin to ascend the stone stairwell that begins to go back up into Maginox, you keep your powers of detecting magic on. You read the letter, and it begins to say that strange childish voice aloud. And as you continue moving, eventually the stairwell stops. And before you, you see a large stone door with no visible handle, and engraved upon the granite appears to be the sigil of House Vicaedus. 6 bloodied rapiers, all crossing each other in a fashion similar to a snowflake.
Well, I do have to ask this question. When this thing, whatever it is, reveals itself appearing as a small child and proceeds to try and murder us, are we going to have problems murdering it?
No,
Yes.
it's been a dick.
I think we're gonna murder it before that happens. Is that okay?
Okay, that was going to be my second question, actually. And also, do we have to wait for it to start murdering us, or do we accept the traps it's laid for us thus far as good enough?
Yeah, honestly, maybe if Thing had not tried to, murder me with a present, I'd feel worse. But honestly, it's hard to really take it serious like it's a nice kid. Probably just kill it first.
I mean, it's most certainly not a child, so I just wanted to make sure we're all on the same page, because,
Oh yeah.
sometimes we have
Probably.
hang-ups at inopportune times.
No, probably it's vampire too, so it probably just has it coming.
Perfect. Then we're all in agreement.
Yeah?
Rain will take a look at this door. Does it look like it has a way to open?
Rain, as you get closer with your detect magic, little sparks of red alight in the rapiers in the door, and you can deduce how to open the door as your detect magic reveals the trick. To trace your fingertip across the rapiers, making the snowflake sigil, ending at the central point. It will unlock the stone door and allow you for passage.
Okay. Well, suppose here goes nothing. Rain will stop and just check for traps, though, in case there was anything non-obvious.
17. You search the stone door for traps. You sense nothing out of the ordinary.
All right, then Rain will trace the sigil, see what happens.
After you trace the sigil and end your fingertip on the central point, the sword snowflake flares once with a red light, and the stone door rumbles open.
Thaddeus is a little scared about the music that's playing, so he's gonna cast Cure Wounds on himself.
So you heal up momentarily.
Are you not vibing with the House Vicaedus's
Or HP.
like their
No, those drums are a
their
little ominous.
Alexa playlist?
Oh shit!
It's time to rock, bitches! Rain, you throw open the door as it slides open, and before you, in the room, oh no, where's my thing? Hold on, Rain. For some reason you can't see it.
I can see the animated beheading axe.
Oh, good, okay. Rain, as you look into the room, over a coffin, and lit by numerous candles, is a massive axe, burning bright with red runes. It begins to take flight as the door opens, and speedily heads in your direction, with the intent to murder. I'm gonna need everybody to roll initiative.
Please roll initiative. Hello?
Hello?
Anybody else lagging?
It's a little
see.
laggy.
Yeah,
There you go.
I had some issues with the initiative, but it worked eventually.
Okay, there we go. Oh,
Nope, you're
nope.
good. You're good.
Ignore that.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I'm gonna move your
Ignore my
shield.
shield guardian.
He's good. Top the round, round one. Sai, you're up.
Oh, what's going on, Rain?
You see the
giant floating
glowing
axe.
axe in the hallway begin to float in the air, glowing with malevolent red energy.
So malevolent. Okay. That's no fun. Can't get to it. I'm gonna move forward. And then we are going to hide behind the door with cunning action. And hold my action that if anything comes into melee distance, I'm going to stab it.
Okay. You hold your action. Rain. I'm sorry, Sai, does that end your round?
Yes, it does. Sorry.
Okay. Rain, you're up.
You said you're hiding, Sai?
Yep.
Did you roll a hide?
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, roll stealth for me.
That was the thing.
Okay.
29.
So Rain actually sees Sai like hiding and taking a
A more defensive
more
posture.
So Rain, seeing this, will draw Pecco and step back and take a similar defensive posture, and will hold her attack for if and when it closes.
All right. One moment. Rain, does that end your round?
I will insight check as well.
Yep.
Nope, that's it.
Rain, at the end of your round, the beheading axe will float towards your direction. Akashaba, you're up.
Oh, it's a big lad.
Akashaba is going to cast level 1 Bless. Yep, okay, there we go. Okay, so all three of us are blessed.
You're blessed.
Wow. I feel like we've played just often enough for me to forget how to apply Bless.
It's the glittery hand on the left-hand side.
Yep, glittery
Like,
hand.
Okay.
search for bless.
Yep. Yep,
It's
okay.
how you apply all buffs now.
Yep. All buffs go there.
Bless. Wow.
Re-bless.
It's fucking blessed.
Woo!
And Akashaba is going to insight the axe.
I'm gonna get rid
What?
of the shiny. Oh, what would you like to know?
If it has any immunities.
It is immune to psychic damage.
All right. Akashba is going to look over to Rain. I don't think the thing you do where you say the thing's name and shoot like the lance of brain energy is going to do much on this one. And he is going to have his guardian start advancing.
Okay.
All right, and that is going to end his turn.
All right.
Now you can't come into our trap.
Next up, the axe. The axe moves forward as he is blocked by the shield guardian, and begins
Stab.
to hack. Sai, stab away. Oh, okay, we're critting.
Are we gonna make this menacing, actually?
Sounds good.
Oh, no, it's held action. Can't do that.
Oh, yeah, that's right. It is held. You are correct.
But would you allow sneak attack? Because this is very much a sneaky attack.
Yeah.
Yep.
Technically, you get sneak attack off of like reactions.
48 damage. You need the types.
Holy
Ouch.
Jesus. Hold on, let me look
My
at it.
God.
I do not.
He's radiant. He's thunder. He's piercing. He's vibing.
Sai,
He's
the
beauty
axe
and he's
swings
flame.
back away with its pommel towards the shield guardian as it like readies a blow, and you just lance out with the fucking sword and stab it in the pommel. And Sai, you see on the pommel that it has a red gem embedded in it. Sai, a 22
22
hits.
hit.
Sure does.
For only 23 damage this time.
All right, that's fair.
And that's
Man,
size
what a
held action.
disappointment. Jeez.
All right, size held action is done. The axe swings. Moving impossibly fast, unburdened by being held by anything.
Chop, chop.
Poor shield guardian, what's your AC? 17?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just roll all three of these. 1 swing, 2 swing. Oh, that not advantage on that one. But that will also hit. 1 second. Nope, no, cat. One second. The axe begins to swing in a wide arc, causing huge fissures to appear in the shield guardian's chest, and the sound of metal on metal screeches through the hallway. I'm gonna need... Sai, you notice that the wide arc of this axe is also hitting you.
Whoa.
When it deals damage to a creature, it can deal half as much damage to a target that is within 5 feet of your target and within your reach. Sai, it will be the first attack, so you take 8 damage.
Okay.
And the shield guardian takes a total of... I'm looking, that's 44?
Ow.
One second. And that ends its round. It is not Shield Guardian's turn.
Brett.
Top of the round, round 2. Sai, you're up. You can tell
Right,
by
we're
the large arc of the axe that, yeah, that cleave radius is pretty dangerous.
Yeah. We're gonna try to insight this thing. And fail. So, I'm gonna keep trying to stab. Paying attention to that glowy gem, but just trying to hit whatever I can hit.
Yep.
Oh, actually, can I
Patty's
step
driving me
through-
nuts today. What's up?
Can I step through, like, there?
You cannot, no.
No?
That is, technically he is taking up the whole space.
It looks like you could on the left-hand side. Looks like an actual full fit pathway if you wanted to try that.
I don't have to look for
From
that
my
anything.
walls, Sai, technically you should not be able to step straight forward.
Okay,
I meant on
that's
the
fine.
left-hand side. It looks like over here. Is that not a path?
It looks like it's symmetrical.
Yeah, the only 2 squares are where the shield guardian is standing.
Oh, okay, cool. So this is like the pillars of a doorway here. Okay,
Basically, yeah.
cool.
Yep, so we're just attacking regularly. That's 29 to hit.
Okay, 29 hits.
for 21 damage.
Okay.
And that felt good, so we're going to do it again. For a 26 to hit.
That's gonna hit.
For another 19 damage.
Oh.
I'm gonna deduce that this thing doesn't have eyes, and I'm gonna try to hide by just staying as part of the wall. If that's possible.
Roll stealth for me.
With disadvantage. For a 29.
Jesus! Alright, you press yourself up against the wall, hoping to remain unseen from the malevolent axe.
And that's the end of Sai's turn.
Sai, at the end of your round, the axe is going to take a paragon action. And it's going to attack Sai.
Even though I'm hidden?
You're not hidden, sir.
Damn it.
Oh!
That'll hit.
Oh!
God.
Oh no! Alright, one sec.
Chop, chop.
Chop, chop!
Azrael somewhere just feels immense pain.
If I don't move, it can't see me. Oh shit, I said that out loud.
It specifically crit because you didn't move. It's like, oh, perfect. A stationary target.
For a moment, Sai, the axe spins in the air. Okay, or very slowly. And then cleaves away at Saithius' flesh, even though he's hiding in the corner. It seems like the axe does not need eyes to perceive. Rain, you're up.
I'm quite good back here. Keep up the good work, Sai. Actually, we'll start with an insight check. See if we can learn anything about this thing. No. I'm just gonna Ray of Frost him.
Okay.
21
21 hits.
for 22 cold damage.
Oh, jeez, alright. Bits of frost begin to collect on the blade, and it makes a creaking sound like metal in the freezer. It appears to be slowed.
And that's gonna actually be the end of Rain's turn. Rain's just gonna take one step back here, and that'll be it.
Akashaba, you're up.
Akashba watching this thing just like wail on Sai, he just kind of like looks around. He's like, well, this seems not great. Akashba's going to step up a bit here. And he is going to insight the bad thing.
Okay. Oof. That's not going to be high enough, Akashaba. Oh wait, you're,
Oh, it's not
you're
adding your
blessed.
bless.
Bless.
Oh, bless.
That'll do it. What would you like to know?
Does it have any discernible weaknesses?
Wait, didn't you already ask that? Let's see.
I thought if it had. I thought I asked if it had any
He asked
immunity.
about immunity, and you got
Oh,
psychic immunity before.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Yes, one moment, please. Kakashaba, as you look at this X, you might be able to discern that various anti-magic effects may interrupt its abilities. The X is no longer opportunistic. Now, you don't know what opportunistic does. And a reaction when in the area of an anti-magic field. And if targeted by Dispel Magic, the X must succeed on a con saving throw against the caster's spell save DC or lose access to its Paragon actions until the start of its next round. So it won't go completely inert like some of the less powerful weapons, but it will lose access to some of its abilities.
Interesting. Okay.
Very expensive to spell magic.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Hashiba is going to not go up there and fucking fight in that fucking packed hallway of death. Yeah, this is tough. All right, I guess first things first is the shield golem or shield guardian is going to attack the bad thing. So swing.
That's gonna
I
miss.
guess it's miss. All right, another attack.
That'll hit.
All right. Oof.
Ooh. The trident kind of goes pling off the axe as it whirls in the air.
All right, and Akashaba is going to walk up. Yeah, I guess this is kind of risky, but I guess this has to happen. So he's going to spend 20 movement to get here, and he is going to swing at it. All right. Let's see, so he's going to swing with Sense Border Base of Disruption.
That will miss.
Okay. And he is going to move back 10 feet. So he's going to use the last of his movement to get away with mobility. And then he
Do you
is
have
going...
to hit to activate mobility?
Mobility, just I have to swing at it.
Okay. So you just have to
Yeah,
attack.
I'll double check that, but I'm pretty sure like that was like a big reason I took mobility.
When
yeah,
you make a
when you
melee
make a
attack.
me-
Okay.
when you make
Whether
a
you hit
melee
or
attack,
not. Okay, great.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so you see like a Kashmir run up and like take like a running swing at it, and then it like misses, and he darts back, and then he's going to cast. He's going to cast Unlimited Blade Works. Yep, and he is going to
Sword
summon
Chan!
Shield. Sword Chan's going to come out to fight Axe Kun.
Okay.
Literally, we're just doing the Unlimited Blade Works playbook here. And so, yeah, how I have completely... Okay, right, I have to just go into the spell slot and... Yep, okay, there it is. Okay, so it's going to attack.
Wow, a 25 will hit.
It should not have gotten the extra d4.
Oh, yeah, it's not blessed. So, 21 will... Wait, what'd you roll with the d4? A 2. 23 will still hit.
Okay. So I'm gonna swing. Oh my goodness. Gonna take 6 damage. And that is going to end Akasha's turn.
I do think technically, actually, the spiritual weapon does get blessed because it is actually your spell attack, your spell weapon attack.
Oh. Well,
But
Yeah, I would allow it for the combat.
I'll take
sure.
it.
Yeah, I'll take
not
it.
doing good.
All right, next
I
up.
just actually read the text because I was curious. I was like, yeah, how does it work?
Like 1 second. The axe is going to swing once again at the shield guardian. Sorry about that.
Don't forget to regen your.
Oh,
shield.
yeah.
You
Sorry,
didn't
he should have
touch
regen 10 health. But still. Cool. Oh, God!
Oh,
Why are you like
Christina.
this?
it's what he's made for, man.
Honestly, I kind of want to play as this beheading battle axe. He's pretty fucking gnarly.
Your shield guardian takes 32 slashing damage from the first hit.
Ow! Wait, do I have to split the damage between myself and the shield guardian?
No,
No,
it only
no.
works one direction. It only goes the one direction.
14 damage from the next hit.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that hits.
And 18 from the last.
You can see Akasha looks like really concerned. Like he has never seen his shield guardian get beat up this bad.
Scythius, 16 damage from the first attack cleaves onto you.
We're gonna try to parry that.
Okay. 16 also cleaves onto the spiritual weapon. Akasha, I'm assuming that doesn't have any hit points.
No, it's just, a conceptual weapon.
A conceptual weapon.
Yeah, that works in the Fate universe.
All right, you parry some of the damage, hopefully lessening the blow, but the powerful axe knife flattens you against the wall. Top of the round, round 3. Sai, you're up.
Rain, I can't handle this for much longer. It's gonna stab in twice. 30 to hit
30 hits.
for 16 damage,
Okay,
and then a 26 to hit
that'll hit.
for 27 damage,
Okay.
and then we're gonna use cunning action to disengage and get the fuck out of there. Actually, he's gonna climb up the wall. Sorry for the movement. How tall are the ceilings here?
10 feet, so it's just enough to fit the shield guardian. It's also, he will still hit you at 10 feet.
Oh yeah, just Sai goes up the side of the wall until he gets into the corner,
Okay.
and then uses the rest of his movement to get further away.
Sounds
And
good.
that's with an insight attempt. Nope, that's gonna be Sai's turn.
That's brutal. Rain, you're up. The axe is absolutely demolishing Akasha's shield guardian.
Insight check first.
What would you like to know?
How many hit points does it have left?
1 second.
Too many is gonna be the answer.
Oh, okay. It's actually doing pretty alright. I mean, I can't really do much, to help that. The Shield Guardian's doing its job. And, the Shield Guardian will be fine, because it just keeps regenerating, so it doesn't really matter. We do not regenerate.
Oh, we do. It just takes longer, Rain.
No, if you die in D&D, you die forever.
Yeah, I mean, really all I can do is Ray of Frost. 25 hits.
25 hits.
Takes 10 gold damage.
All right. Once again, the axe becomes chilled, but still glows with red malevolent energy.
Yeah, I just don't have any actions that are going to do much on this guy, short of this damage. So that's really it. That's Rain's turn.
Rain, at the end of your turn, the axe will take a Paragon action, and it will once again hit the Shield Guardian. The axe seems to become empowered as it is attacking a quote-unquote bloodied creature, which is under 50% hit points. A 27 hitting and doing 11 slashing damage to the Shield Guardian. Akashaba, you're up.
Akashaba presses one hand to the back of the Shield Guardian in some futile but ultimately supportive gesture. And the Shield Guardian responds by swinging into the giant mean-spirited axe. 17 hit, miss.
That's gonna hit.
Okay. These damage rolls. No, but that's gonna miss. Okay.
That's gonna miss.
8 damage, and then Sword Chan is going to swing. A 24 hit.
Sure does.
Okay. And it's going to hit for 12 force damage.
Ooh. The axe begins to crackle, losing cohesion.
All right. As for Akashaba, he is going to, I think, let me just make sure. Oh, nope. He is not attuned to that. Never mind. He's not going to do that. Shoot. Kashaba is going to cast Fireball. Yep. That's what we're going to do.
On?
Yep. It's going to happen, I guess.
Is it time?
No, I've already used a bunch. This is ridiculous now. Akasha's going to walk up to where Saithius was, and he's going to swing.
That'll
With
hit.
a 19 hit. Okay. Yeah, he's going to hit.
Boop.
And
Clang.
he's going to Blessed Strikes.
Ooh, nice. Clang.
And then
Nice.
he's going to mobility back to where he was. And that's going to end his turn. Shield Guardian's going to regenerate 10. Yeah, that's the end of his turn.
All right. Next up, the axe continues its relentless assault, pressing the attack against the weakened shield guardian, trying to open him up like a little tin can.
Stone can.
Stone can. That's gonna crit.
My God, Christina.
He has expanded critical. So you can see he crits on a 1920.
Oh.
It's because it didn't go.
I never go that anyway, so.
Hits him for 27 on the first hit. I'm also crits again. I am rolling
There
with
you go.
advantage, by the way.
That doesn't make it better?
It should be very scary. 23 damage on the next.
Okay.
This is the head of House Vicaedus, right, Christina? Like this is actually the final boss.
Just a normal hit. And 15 damage on the last.
Okay. Shield Guardian is going to, I don't know, collapse? Die?
He dissipates. I believe
Okay.
your trinket says what happens if he is dissipated. Let's see. Shield Guardian Amulet. Let's take a look.
It's only when the amulet is destroyed. I think
Huh?
he just goes to like 0 hit points. He goes like dormant.
Shield guards. Ba-ba. So as an action, you can try and reactivate him. Let's see. Oh yeah, okay.
I think Rain has a possible solution once we get out of combat, so.
All right, he
Okay.
disappears. Poof.
Oh, does he actually disappear? He doesn't collapse?
He goes back to the amulet.
Oh, okay. Well, then never mind. Rain can't do anything, I guess.
Sai, you're up.
Yes, I was bewildered of what happened to the Shield Guardians. Never seen anything even close to that before. But, that doesn't stop him from seeing the shiny ruby at the base of this axe, and he goes in for a stab.
That'll
25 to
hit.
hit. For 17 damage.
Ooh, okay.
And we're going to do a fainting attack. And try to hit again.
Okay.
With advantage.
That'll hit.
Okay. And this is going to add sneak attack. Plus the fainting attack. For an additional 27.
All right. Cracks begin to form in the ruby's surface.
And we are going to use cunning action to disengage. And use the last 5 feet of movement to back away. And then insight, I guess, because I can. I would like to know if anything happens on death, if you'd call it that.
No, nothing happens on death.
Cool, that's Sai's turn.
Rain, you're up.
I'm gonna Ray of Frost. No, we're not.
Ooh, I misses.
Rain is gonna come up here and she's gonna attack. Does that hit?
29 hits. Rain, how much of that is psychic?
3.
Okay.
Are you kidding?
It's not dead.
That's it. That's all Rain can do. Rain will sit here and take a hit, I guess.
Yeah, Rain, after the end of your turn, the axe is going to take a Paragon action. And take a swing at you.
Go for it.
Oh, it's going to be with disadvantage, sorry.
Yeah. Did you really roll 2 natural 20s?
I did.
So mean.
I did.
No. Did you actually roll 2 natural 20s?
Oh, it was a 19 into
It
a
was
20.
a 19
so it
into
would've
a
been
20.
two
Yeah. So it was close, but I did just roll
Like
2 crits in a
shield.
row.
A shield, because a 19 crit does not auto hit,
Okay.
right? Right? Like that's how that works?
His crit threshold is 1920, so let me check. No, I will say you shield it.
Okay.
Only the 20 would potentially auto hit.
So Rain like ducks to one side as this thing comes down for her head, sees that it just course corrects and throws up a shield.
There's a
It,
very
like,
sharp
slides a little bit into the
noise
wall.
as the axe momentarily embeds itself in the ceiling.
I don't think we're high enough level for this shitty place, you guys. We've got to go back and level up some.
Ikashaba, you're up. The axe takes a moment.
Akashba lets out a roar after his shield guardian falls. And he charges in and swings with the mace.
Ooh.
But
He misses!
he's still blinded by his rage, right? Like, yeah, it does not hit. And he is going to, basically, I'm going to roleplay it out that he goes so hard that he, like, rolls after missing and, like, slams into the wall. And the spiritual weapon's going to swing. Ah!
That's gonna hit!
The
Oh,
summons are going to avenge the summons.
Oh, whoops, there's the damage. Okay, so it's going to be 8 damage.
Ikashaba, your spiritual guardian, your spiritual weapon is going to kill the animated beheading axe. What do? As the pommel, as the ruby pommel begins to shatter and explode.
As Akashba falls face first into the wall, he like raises a hand and like brings down 2 fingers and like points forward, and then the sword slashes forward and slashes across the blade of the beheading axe.
The axe spins in the air and goes clattering across the floor, the ruby shattering. The magic, keeping it aloft, dissipates. One moment, please.
That was quite the welcoming party.
Yeah, we haven't even got in yet. Takes a deep breath. heals 8 health.
Akasha, can you bring your shield guardian back out for a moment? I know he's incapacitated or whatever.
Akashba looks down and kind of begins like tapping on the amulet. I actually don't know how this works, so like, does the shield guardian come back?
Let me take a look. 1 second. Actually, I need to be right back real quick. Give me just like 1 or 2 minutes. I'll be right back.
Okay.
All right, I'm back. Whew. All right, everybody here?
Yeah.
All right. Last I saw, Sai was doing a second wind. What were you all doing?
Akashba was trying to bring back his shield guardian.
Oh yeah, so let's take a look at your Shield Guardian amulet. Shield Guardian amulet says... Let's see, that's your amulet itself. Shield Guardian can try and resummon him. Okay, reactivation.
So, like, can I explain what Rain would like to try and do, and you can kind of rule this?
Sure, go ahead.
As you're reading through it.
Yeah.
So Rain has Mending, which is supposed to be able to restore health to a construct. But there's not really any other additional information there. So, like, what Rain would like to do is, like, bring the Shield Guardian back to 1 hit point, so his natural regen can kick in and he can slowly regenerate over time while Akashba has them, like, in storage. That's what Rain would like to try and do.
I think that's fair. So, Akashba, you can bring out your incredibly wounded Shield Guardian. However, he will be not functional at 0 hit points and just merely inert. And then, Rain, you can use your Mending to kind of get him back on the up and up as he regenerates while he's in the sanctity of the amulet. Akashba, since he's been destroyed, while he's regenerating, you will not be able to resummon him.
Oh, okay, so he's just not summoned.
At least not until he's fully regenerated.
So that's
Okay,
like
cool.
several minutes at
Yeah,
least.
so it'll be a few minutes.
Okay, could you go ahead and just re-delete him then?
Yeah,
Sorry.
So Rain will just, like, bend down and start tracing arcane sigils, like, on the inside of the body as, like, pieces start to reassemble around, like, the core of the Guardian. Until, like, light flickers back in his little hollow eyeballs.
He has enough that the magics connecting him and Akashba begin to restart the flickering light that connects the two, almost being severed by the ferocity of the beheading axe. But he does begin to slowly mend as the light forges his wounds closed. However, he still cannot manifest fully until he is fully regenerated, and thus back into the Pokeball he goes.
Like, I think it's slowly working. Thank you, Rain.
Of course, he did us a great service. Rain is going to take a look at this axe. Is it still magical, even though the ruby that animated it is gone? Like, is it still a magical axe?
It is still a magical axe. However, with your detect magic up, you can also tell that it is cursed.
Oh. Well, I wouldn't recommend any of us using this, but maybe the Shield Guardian, when he's feeling better, earned himself a trophy. You want to hang on to this, Akashba? I can hold on to it for now.
I was gonna say it's pretty big. How do we hold on to it?
I have the bag of holding. Here, let me. Rain just shoves it into her bag of holding. I'll take a look at it later. It's fine.
All right.
All right. One more.
Sai goes over and starts cleaning off some of the blood in this pool thing that is over here.
All right, Sai. Go ahead and make me an investigation check, please.
He's very curious if this is similar to the House Hamaki fountain things they had. An 8?
The small fountain that's lodged in the side of the wall has the embossed image of a wolf that is staring straight at you. From the wolf's mouth drips a slow drip of fresh, clean water into the central pool. It looks clear? Question mark?
Yeah. Sai washes his face off with it and takes a drink.
Sai, you sip at the water. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
18.
This water smells a little funny. As it goes down, your stomach kind of grumbles. Perhaps the sewer condensation's not the freshest thing on the menu.
Ugh. Oh, this is gross. Drinks a swig of good berry juice to wash it down and gain 1 health.
You are refreshed, however, still wounded from the vicious slash from the axe. Rain and Akashaba, what are you doing?
Kashma's looking around the chamber and he sees what looks like a giant crypt, mausoleum. I don't know.
In front of you, Akashaba, appears to be a stone crypt. And there's the image of a woman, eternally sleeping, carved into its face. The woman with long... Oh, sorry, I was just looking at the roll. She appears to have long, even hair and a prominent widow's peak. Around her neck seems to be a delicately carved lace collar.
Is Akash able to see with this roll that it's like definitely like a vampire?
Akashaba, I'm going to say no. You cannot discern the nature of the person inside the coffin by this relief.
Okay. Akashba just kind of like walks past it, not particularly interested.
Rain's gonna step just far enough over here to get like this glowing sigil thing in her detect magic.
Rain, this flares up with magic.
What school?
As I look.
Ouchie hurdy school?
The bad school?
The bad, this is the bad one? The bad one?
It emanates conjuration magic.
Oh, that doesn't seem nice. Honestly, I'm not sure what school of magic it could have registered as, and I would have been like, oh, that seems nice, that seems lovely. Maybe step around that, Saithius. Or, better yet,
what?
maybe we don't go through that at all. Maybe we look at this door first.
Oh, okay.
Rain will approach this door and investigate it.
Alright. Make me an investigation check, right? The 20. This stone door is a door to the mausoleum that you are currently in. And on the inside is the similar snowflake-shaped arrangement of rapiers in a circle.
Okay, so do we want to leave the mausoleum now?
Yeah, I think we are good to leave here, although I am concerned by strength of that giant self-wielding axe and what it means for the rest of this annoying person's games.
I'm inclined to agree with you. But it's fine. We're all perfectly healthy. Shield Guardian took the brunt of it, and he'll be right as rain in a couple minutes.
Poor Shield Guardian.
Yeah, you got smashed.
Poor Sai. I just assume that Sai has like his fucking go-go juice over there, and he just like, I don't know, like snorts some of his Goodberry cocaine, chugs some Goodberry energy drink, and like he's just fucking fine again.
He's just
like
sipping.
in his head on loop is just playing My Girl Likes to Party all the time as he's just snorting Goodberry juice.
Pain, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go to the club.
This door doesn't look trapped, though. It looks like the same activation sigil or whatever.
Same activation sigil.
Rain will do the thing.
Once again, the door flares with a red light. And the axe being gone ensures that nothing horrible happens to you as the door opens. But before I reveal what is beyond, we will wait for our friend Flix, as some of the things that lie beyond might require an additional hand or two. And I worry about your bleeding friend, Saethius.
He's not worried.
Yeah, he's not even worried.
Fine. I'm
Cool.
pretty sure his arm is supposed to hang limp like that.
That's a feature.
Yeah, it's growing towards the sun, but the sun's on the other side of the planet.
Womp womp.
Wah, wah. So as you continue and exit the mausoleum to Castle Vicaedus, hopefully Flix will be able to join us for next week's session, and you'll all get to explore some more. But otherwise, thank you guys for playing.
Yay.
Thank you.
Thanks for the game,
Trap.
guys.
Yay! I'm glad we could still play today. I was a little so two things happened today since we have a little bit of extra time, and now we're Arctis podcasting. So one, I didn't have a lot of time to adjust this encounter, because it was kind of made for 4 people. So I was like, ah, shit. So I had like a couple other things I had to do before the session that I was like a little flustered to start. So I apologize if I was a little flustered at the start of the session. But also, I wasn't expecting you guys to this time fail every insight check, because I felt like the way the axe was intended to work was very important. In 3, you guys just totally like QA'd my encounter. By putting him in the hallway. So at least for right now, I'm gonna just allow you guys to ask whatever questions you want. Because I find this very funny that it's like, man, there was shit going on in this room, and you guys just took, like, I was really worried that you guys were all gonna die. I'm gonna be super honest with you, because the axe was not meant to be. Huh?
Worried that we're gonna die, or excited
Yes,
that we're gonna
worried, actually worried, because the way that I had built it, I was like, okay, these guys are gonna figure out that there's no way they're supposed to tank this thing, right? Like, just straight up. And then I was like, oh shit, they're stuck in a hallway because of Shield Guardian. I'm like, okay, let's just see how this turns out. So yeah.
Yeah, my thought was basically like, okay, giant axe. So like giant axe is probably not gonna have like any like big fancy spells. So like if I just put a shield guardian in front of it, like that's a lot of HP. Like it's just gonna have to like carve through it. And to be honest, like I did not expect that it would be able to do that. But like I also thought like, so obviously Scythius does a ton of damage when he hits. Rain can do a ton of damage. So my thought was like we could just DPS race it. And like to be clear, there was not like an active thought in my head like this is a strategy. This is how Rob basically approaches all problems. We can probably just DPS race it. Yeah, and then when Scythius was getting splash damage and then he didn't move, I was like, am I gonna have to burn a level 6 heal? I'm like, I don't want to do that. And then it just kind of all ended up working out.
Yeah, so I didn't
once
really...
I got hit, he started moving.
Yeah, I didn't really realize that I guess I was gonna be so squishy just from the cleave damage. But I was like, oh yeah, it's probably a bad place to stay inside the corner.
Or
It has a
that.
squishy center inside his hard candy shell.
Mm-hmm.
We all
Yeah,
do, actually.
I'm definitely glad things played out the way they did. But when I was like, so we were inciting and we got to like okay, if you dispel magic, like things happen. Like the reward was so not worth the level 3 spell slot. I was like, okay, well I never give a level 3 spell slot up to like remove 1 of 4 attacks that I'll hit like a Mack truck.
For 1 round? Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah, that did not feel like a good trade-off.
Right,
I
and
didn't
like
do
I wasn't getting anything from like the insight checks that told me there was like a better way around it.
Well, I
like,
think that's because of like how you guys were positioned. So just since I'll break this down a little bit. The axe had an ability that you guys ended up not actually discerning like what it did. He had a couple things. So the axe would always attack the closest target, no matter what it was. So if like Sai or the axe, or excuse me, Sai or the shield guardian were close, you know, he could have the pick of its targets. Otherwise, he would cleave. But also one of the things revolved around these like portals in the room. So essentially, this axe, as Akashaba put it, was kind of like a DPS check, but he was kind of a patchwork where you just don't want to get hit at all. So the circles on the ground would allow you, if you stepped in them, to choose if you wanted to teleport to a different circle, and hopefully get away from the axe as it chased you around. Or you could just put whatever target you wanted as close to the axe as possible, and then just let him hit that, or like swap your targets around if you wanted to, right? Like if Sai was getting pounded on, then you could swap out with somebody else or put the shield guardian there or whatever, right? But since you put him in the hallway, I was like, okay, well, I could either just hit the shield guardian or like murder Sai.
Turns out you did both.
And turns out I did both like really, really well. But he also had an ability where if he got an attack of opportunity on you, that was his opportunistic thing. So he would attack multiple times if he got an attack of opportunity on you.
But Akashba had mobile.
But Akashba had mobile, so I was like, when you said, "Oh, Akashba goes into melee," I was like, "Oh no. But you know, thanks to like Scythius choosing to disengage and Akashba using mobile, if he got an attack of opportunity on you, he would take 2 attacks on you instead of 1. So dispelling could allow you to potentially get out of that.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, mobile was a feat I took when I was, like, playing Akashba as, like, more melee, not realizing how poorly that would scale. But, like, I've never been sad that I took mobile. Like, it's just a really good skill.
It is. It's really solid. It's solid for, like, setting up exactly, like, the kind of quirky stuff you do with your, like, menagerie.
Yeah, so that's basically, like, I was like, okay, we're running menagerie this time, and then the ability to just go in, dink, hit blessed strikes, and maybe dodge back out, and just like hit something for like a lot of small damage sources is like kind of a fun playstyle. It's a little bit like playing the Witch Doctor in D3, to be honest. But yeah, like if I had not taken mobile once upon a time because I thought I was going to be a melee, basically I was aiming for being like a Warhammer Online War Priest. There would be like so many fights I would just really be locked out of.
Yep, makes sense.
Yep.
Well, yeah, this guy was definitely meant to be like, you try and like kite him around, but to avoid getting attacks of opportunity, use the teleport portals to get away from him.
No, that's really cool, and like I think that would have legitimately been really fun, especially if like Flix had been around for it.
Well, I wasn't expecting you to literally kill him the exact turn that your shield guardian went down, because I was like, okay, this is either gonna get like really crazy because he's gonna go ham on you all in this hallway, or you guys are gonna kill him. And when Akashba missed that first attack, I was like, okay, we're heading towards Hamtown.
Yeah, so it was interesting because like I knew I basically had 2 attacks there, right? Like I had my attack and I had the spirit weapon attack, and I was like, okay, surely one of these will hit for like the 4 damage that it seems like it needs. But there was like a part of me on that turn and the turn before that was basically like, do I just spend the fireball? But like I'm always so protective of my resources now that like, yeah, I guess so. I don't think it's fun to be a caster in 5e. Like I don't think it's fun to be a caster because like I watch Scythius just walk up and just like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of things and take a short rest and then beat the shit out of more things. But like the brinksmanship element is like, it's something like entertaining where I'm just kind of like, well, I'd really like to be able to like do reliable damage here, but like, is that worth, or like Drew being like, yo, is it worth like a level 3 spell slot? Like that part creates entertainment even if it's not what I would call fun.
And
also,
like
I think
even
part of it,
well, especially for like Sai as well, if he would have just stayed in there and done his usual like Psy thing of attacking, he would have died. Like
True, but he did, like, because he has the bonus action disengage, like, he was still able to go in, take swings, and like, so functionally, he still got to do side things. He just got to he just had to use, like, a bonus action disengage.
Yeah, because you luckily, kind of unluckily put him in that hallway, because he couldn't get around you, right?
Yep.
But Sai had, like, that one square where he could attack around the Shield Guardian. So it ended up being, like positionally ideal for him.
Yeah.
I think some of your anxiety also comes from, like, it feels really bad to cast a spell for sure, but it's not 5e. I think it's like we legitimately are just playing like a very hard mode like version of D&D, because the number of encounters and like the difficulty of the encounters in like these long dungeon crawls are super draining for long rest casters. Like we just don't actually have the resources, and being like half of the team being long rest casters is a lot. So I hear you there for sure, but I don't think it's a 5e problem so much as like we are genuinely like doing actually really hard things, which is cool.
No,
it's fun because
like,
it's rewarding when we win. But...
Yeah, like I said, like the brinksmanship element of like when is it okay to use a spell, like when do I think we're gonna and like I do think like a Kashiba standard cantrip is like honestly pretty solid. So, like, if there are just times where, like, I just am, like, the cantrip guy, like, it feels fun, because at least it's thematic, like, it can do, like, decent damage. Like, if it had half damage on the save, I think it'd be too strong. But, like, it feels good where it is, and, like, in the last, I don't know, 2 dungeon excursions, I would say, like, it's kind of forced Akashiba into playing, like, a more support role, which is fun. Like, that's also fine with me. Yeah, so, like, if I had to go back in time, like, I probably would have just rolled, like, something similar to what Xyethius is playing, because, like, I just am personally the sort of human who just likes to walk up and just kind of do, like, what we in the raid biz back in the day would have called big dick damage all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, this is, like, a different play style that, like, it gives me a lot of decisions to make, and the person in me that likes card games that is not actively playing a card game right now does appreciate, like, the skill testing element of it.
And I think, like, as you guys level up, there's going to be more things where you're going to discover, like, hey, with this axe, like, maybe I shouldn't take it on, like, toe-to-toe, and maybe, like, doing the massive amount of melee damage, you know, if possible, isn't the best course of action, or investing in, like, crowd control spells, or, like, you know stuff like that. Like, it should feel relatively rewarding when, you know, and if those things land, sorry, Rain, i.e. disintegrate.
Well, okay, so, like, again, I will always feel like the thing about status effect magic is, like, it just feels so fucking miserable when it misses. Like, I just, I don't feel good. Like, I don't feel good playing it, because, like, I have such an anxiety about, like, well, if it misses, I just did fuck all. Like,
well, that's for the save or suck
currency.
spells, because there's the other spells that are, like, save and take half.
But those aren't crowd control. Crowd control is universally save and suck,
those are, like,
makes it
so,
tough.
like,
Yeah.
Fireball, as much as I, like, whinge about, like, when things just have evasion, like, Fireball does something, so I get to feel like I'm, like, contributing. And again, because, like, damage as a currency is just the far and away the best, I'm always contributing towards, like, a meaningful team objective, versus, like, if I take hold person and someone just, like, dodges it, I'm like, okay, well, like, I literally just wasted a turn. And because, like, if these spells did not take spell slots, I'd feel totally different, right? Because but because they do, it kind of, like, double sucks. Like, not only have I wasted a turn, I've wasted a very, like, precious resource that, like, yes, we can long rest, and we long rested here, but every time we long rest, it's kind of like it doesn't feel good to long rest, because so often, like, we're, like, you know, we're plowing through a dungeon trying to save Catherine Ravensblood or something, you know, basically the same, somewhere else. And so, like, whenever it's, like, 8-hour rest, it, like, does not feel good. So, like, at least if I cast Fireball and it just gets, you know, evaded, I'm like, okay, fine, I did something and I'm contributing and it feels good. Maybe if, like, status magic was, like... I know why it can't be auto-hit. I get that. Like, a hold person would be way too strong if it was auto-hit. But, like, it would be good if it, like, did something else. Like, what if it was... And maybe this is, like, the gacha player in me and, like, the MMO player, but what if...
I will keep in mind, hold person is insanely powerful. Like, insanely
Okay, I'm just
powerful.
using hold person as an example, though.
Yeah.
Like, that if that school of magic could also just give me, like, okay, this does this thing, but if it misses, I don't know. Like, I'm just making stuff up here. What if it just gave you, like, 10% physical damage mitigation? Like, what if it just gave you, like, a consolation prize Because then at that point, like, it feels better to me. And again, like, I think part of this is just me playing enough gacha, where, like, over time, characters do things where they, like, their abilities do multiple things. So, like, even when the first thing doesn't happen, I'm always like, okay, that felt cool because it did something else, right?
Right.
And
I think
like,
again, part of that is like all of these dungeon crawls for us are pretty long marathons. To your point, like we have to like long rest a lot because there's a lot of encounters. Like that also makes using every spell feel precious and feel sucks so bad when you burn it for no upside.
I also think, like, I have just played my character in such a way where, like, my character is kind of a jack of all trades, master of none. So, like, the one thing my character does really well is, like, obviously anytime there's an AoE encounter and there's, like, the things don't have evasion, like, Akashima slaps. But, like, otherwise, like, when I, you know, in situations where I'm, like, looking at my spellbook when we're fighting the axe, I'm like, yeah, I guess I could do, like, my one nuke, my one single target nuke, or, like, I'm kind of, like, looking around the spellbook. Like, so many things I have are, like, circumstantial answers to things, and so like that's just the way I develop my character, and that's not on D&D or 5e or anything. Like that's just literally the way I built my character. So like I could just switch domain. Like I could roleplay up a reason to switch a domain into like a death domain or something into like a life domain, and I would just be like really good at that one thing, and I'm sure that would also make the play style more satisfying. So that's on me.
Isn't
Yeah,
that you
cleric
just
domains are
spec
really
into
weird.
Fire?
What's up?
Didn't you basically do that, but you spec'd into like the fire domain? So you're just
Well, so when I picked up Akashima, I went light domain because I thought light was like Paladin Light from like World of Warcraft, right? Like I hadn't
more like
played
life.
5e, and so I was just trying to play like something that was pretty much like Village Healer and like Village Do-Gooder. And like I don't think initially, and someone can correct me if I'm just being wrong, but like I didn't think that I really didn't know about the existence of life as a domain, which life would have actually fit Akashima's initial mold as kind of like the pacifist, which obviously pacifist never works in D&D, is what I've learned. But I went light because I thought it was a good thing, and then like as I just got fire, I was like, sick.
Take
Fire
more
fun.
fire. So I like spells are like super fun. I think what we also need are just we should have more wands. Like wands are fun. Just infinite, well not infinite, but spells on charges. And then you can cast spells and do stuff.
I did have that idea way back when of doing like using what is it from the Tashas, like basically doing like the spell like the temporary spell scroll tattoos from Tashas, and just being able to give people like rain spells like once a day.
Yeah, you guys
we
like
never
don't
really
forget
went
you
down
can
that.
also like use spell scrolls and like read them and use
just don't have-
spells from scrolls.
I mean, we don't get a lot of scrolls that aren't like Rain hoards all the ones that she can actually scribe, but like actually weirdly, Azrael has a lot more spell scrolls that are
That's
just
weird.
like good to use than Rain does.
But it should be like more spells that you can like freely cast without necessarily using a spell slot. So use your scrolls.
I know you also like, you know, I've been sitting on that like restore level 4 spell scroll or spell slot potion for like forever.
Oh.
Well, and okay, so like that's a weird thing for me because I've actually spent way too much time thinking about this. To me, that
This
is
is really
more-
what we found.
Well, but the thing is like I have a feeling that if I used it, Christina would start throwing in more. Like that's like my understanding of like how Christina would probably design those. But like one, again, the card game player in me tells me like I hold it until I really need it. So like if we had gotten another encounter before we did the long rest, I was actually planning to pretty much just like, you know, bust that out as a trump card. And so like it's weird because like my instinct is to save it as a trump card. And then like the other side is okay, so like say I just use it as part of a rotation. I'm just low on spells, I use it. It does not really solve like what is I guess the core agitation for me of still feeling really limited in spells, because yes, like a long rest, it technically solves a problem. But it's not one of those things like where I can reliably predict and be like, okay, cool, every dungeon I'm going to get 3 potions that do this thing. So that again, like it kind of encourages me to hoard it because it's just such a powerful trump card in the moment.
Interesting.
I think a lot of pure casters could stand to have like arcane recovery, which wizards get like by default. Like it feels like a really strong by default thing.
That'd be great. Like I think like the best I ever felt as a caster was in WoW when I had evocation, where like if I just chill off to the side for a while and I'm not contributing, like I can just regenerate some stuff. And again, like I understand why it can't be 1-to-1, but yeah, like something that gave me the ability to like, even if I'm just like praying and not doing anything through an entire encounter, I can get like, based on how many rounds I pray, like a spell slot back. Yeah, it just, I don't think like my experience is like how everyone would do it. I think like my experience really is like colored too much by card games. Like if you can't tell me that I'm just gonna reliably get like something that restores spell slots all the time, and I maybe have like one of it, like I don't feel encouraged to use it willy-nilly.
Right. Yeah, and it also depends on like if you find it. Like some things on the map, like if you're searching, you just haven't found, or like you didn't look in a certain spot.
But I assume that you as the DM, just based on like playing with you now for like I don't know how long, maybe I guess over a year. Like my assumption is that you will generally put things in our way if you want us to find them. So like if I was like chugging potions, like I would not know the cadence on which you would do it, because obviously like spells are still supposed to feel cool enough to where you just can't always cast the spell you want to, like you have to ration them. So I don't think you would do it like that, but I could see like if I use this potion once, like maybe you'd put another in there and I guess I'd get like another spell, so maybe it just behooves me to do that. It just strategically I have a hard time just like wrapping my head around that idea, so I just sit on it.
So also right now, like especially for Sai, since we were talking a little bit about Sai, Sai combined like 2 of his weapons to make like a super weapon, so he has like a really, really crazy damage dealing weapon, and you can do that with a spell as well. So if you wanted to, and you wanted like a really, really hella cool spell that did multiple things, you could potentially combine the effects of like 2 spells. So that could make like something like your fireball be extra like hog.
Yeah, and I think like when I got the ability to like upgrade a spell last time around, like I could have made it do more damage, and like I went with like a roleplay option because like the event that kind of spurred it was about sparing people. So like I made a decision that like that would be part of like the calculus as to like what the spell would do that was extra. But like for sure, a lot of this kind of comes back to like we could just say like the one sentence is Rob has made decisions that have consequences, and that like is totally fair. Like in the future, I could like be more focused on like trying to make like a giant laser beam, and that would probably be a lot of fun.
I mean, you could definitely make that your focus. And when you level up, like you can make changes. Like when you level up, like you can swap out spells, and you can like request character-based changes. So feel free if you feel like something is suboptimal that you have the capacity to make a change.
Like, I don't want tonight to feel like, oh, Rob's just like whinging again against spellcasting. It's more like it factored into just how we approach this encounter is all. Yeah. But seriously though, give me disintegrate.
Give you disintegrate.
You haven't even seen me use it yet. Like actually.
No, but I read the description. And my brain saw the anime in my head, and now I'm just like
monkey neuron activated. Should I remind you that you're a cleric?
I don't see how this factors into me wanting to disintegrate. I just want to disintegrate.
I don't know if any of the domains get disintegrate. That'd be dope.
Can I just be like disintegrate domain?
I don't. I think that's very anti-clear. Like Akashima is literally just a wizard at heart. You just need to multi-class into like wizard.
Well, you say I'm a wizard at heart, but I can't cast disintegrate.
I think what Akashima really wants to be is I think he really wants to be a sorcerer, because that's so much more versatility in terms of spell slots, and then you just pick the things you care about. So you can get disintegrate, you can get fireball.
I want to roleplay the cleric, but I want sorcerer moves.
That you can't. You can't be a dragoon and a white mage.
Actually, there is.
Oh god!
What is the new fucking one of the newer sorcerer subclasses? That's like the fucking like soul of light or whatever sorcerer. That's just basically you can just be a fucking sorcerer or cleric.
Yeah, there you go.
It's fucking silly, but you could do that.
In the award-winning game, Final Fantasy XIV, I can actually be a white mage and a dragoon.
But at different times, sir.
Divine soul. That's what it is.
You have to, like, if you want to be good at something, you do have to kind of choose to focus in on it, sir.
I am trying to focus in on fire, and I think that should get me closer to disintegrate. Like, I'm just saying. Fire disintegrates things, doesn't it?
I'm gonna need you to go down to Vicaedus, and then you can learn how to disintegrate stuff with fire.
Okay, great, done. That's all. That's
Done.
No, Rain will teach you how to cast Disintegrate. It's fine.
Okay, there we go.
You don't need any of those fucking like lava mancers. Like
No.
they're all fucking drugged out of their minds anyway. Fuck those
Yeah,
guys.
you gonna trust them? You're not gonna trust them.
Rude. It's not their fault.
They're drugged up.
Yeah.
Are you blaming society?
I'm
Okay,
blaming.
here you go, Akashba. You can literally get Cure Wounds, Inflict Wounds, Bless Bane, and Protection from Evil and Good as just baseline for your Divine Soul Sorcerer, and then you can pick whatever the hell else you want. What more do you need as a cleric, honestly?
Wait. Did you list Bless?
Yeah, Bless is there.
Wow. Okay, yeah, why am I not just this?
Why aren't you? Yeah. You also get wings. You can fly.
What? Wow.
Wow.
Christina,
At level
What?
14, but
how do
like...
I change class into this?
Die.
I don't think this existed when we started Arctis. So
Yeah, I don't think it did.
Fine.
no, I
Christina's
think this is
point,
one of the newer ones.
Christina's point is loud and clear. If Akashma dies, I can come back as this other way cooler thing. Got it. Pick it up.
Or
I mean, you
just
could
start
also just come back as a
multiclassing
paladin
now.
and just do it what you've always wanted to do anyway. Which
Yeah,
is
No,
just
because
be a
Paladins
paladin
don't-
forehead.
Paladins don't get disintegrate.
Well, they do get smite though,
Which
which
is
when you
basically
roll a
disintegrate.
crit, You just
Right, smite
roll, you
is
just
not,
add your smite
no,
to it, and
smite
you just do
is
infinity
not a noble
damage.
phantasm. Please, just understand the heart of the argument.
Smite.
Okay,
Smite
It is though.
Yeah.
You
I
roll,
will
you roll
settle.
a natural 20. No. Listen to me, Rob. You roll a natural 20, and then you decide to cast your highest level spell slot as a smite, and you just do infinity dice damage.
That is not as cool as the disintegrate's description. Try
It
again.
is potentially cooler.
It's
Okay.
actually like more damage than disintegrate.
Okay. The alternative here is, Christina, let me upgrade spiritual weapon to summon like 20 spiritual weapons.
You cannot summon gun.
What?
He wants to summon unlimited blade works.
Yes. My only goal in D&D is to get a noble phantasm. That's all I'm here for. So I can.
Oh well,
Rain
then
will
you are.
teach you how to use
Oh, you're
mirror
playing
image,
for
and
the.
mirror image your spiritual weapons.
You are playing for the wrong team if you want animated weapons and unlimited blade works, sir. You're gonna get way more unlimited blade works here in House Vicaedus, so enjoy.
Okay, look, hey, if House Vicaedus is like literally like Akashma, we will teach you unlimited blade works. I'm gonna be like Brick and Anchorman. I'm gonna be like standing on the other side suddenly, and Rain's gonna be like, Akashma, get over here.
Oh, we might have a very interesting next few sessions
Yeah.
then.
I will metagame to get unlimited blade works. Like you'll just be like, this makes no sense for Akashma's character, and I'll just go smile and nod.
Rain also knows how to animate weapons. God damn it! If you
But
just
how many at
talk.
once? How many at once? Listen,
Well,
this is-
I mean,
this
it
is
depends how
important.
much you want to research it.
This is important, Drew. I'm not creating unlimited weapons. I'm creating a world where unlimited weapons exist. That's a big difference. A lot of people
Well,
don't get
so, I mean, again, hear me out. One more spell level, Rain can give you a demi-plane, and you can store all your fucking weapons in there, and that's literally
Ooh.
unlimited blade works.
Okay. Well, let's compare your offer to House Vicaedus' offer, and let's just see what happens.
All right, I'm gonna let you guys go for tonight. I
Night,
will.
nerds.
I will see you guys next week.
All right. Good night, everyone.
All right,
Good
good
night.
night, guys. All right, that's it for Arctis today. Thanks for joining. Greatly appreciate you watching. Catch our VODs on YouTube. Watch us live on Twitch and catch our best moments on Twitter at PlayArctis. Our schedule coming up is Commos on Monday and Ascended on Wednesdays, both games at 6 o'clock Pacific time. Catch us then. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.